Welcome to James Clemens High School Baseball on the Play Action Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously. When you're searching for a home or selling your current one, you want guidance from someone you trust. Fallon Sloan at Capstone Realty has been an active member of the Madison-Huntsville area for many years and has a passion for hard work, integrity, and client service. Fallon is a Madison resident, so she's got her finger on the pulse of the community. Check out her listings online at Fallon Sloan, that's FALLONSLONE.choosecapstone.com, or call her at 256-755-0269. Fallon Sloan at Capstone Realty. Ever thought you'd like to have a nice privacy fence or deck, but thought it would be just too expensive? Think again. Woodard Decking and Fencing will have you throwing that backyard party before you know it. They offer top quality wood, wrought iron, aluminum, chain link, and vinyl fencing, along with decks of any style at affordable prices. They'll treat your yard as if it were their own. Commercial services are available too. Woodard Decking and Fencing. Look them up on Facebook and see what they can do for you. You can also give Daryl a call at 256-652-9234. Woodard Decking and Fencing. If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to pasnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. You can also subscribe to the Play Action Sports podcast and listen to it on your favorite platform like iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify, or ask Alexa or Google to open the Play Action Sports podcast, keeping you up to date on Athens and Limestone County sports. Play Action Sports.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Play Action Sports Network's broadcast of James Clemens Baseball right here at James Clemens High School in Madison, Alabama. We are at the Jetsplex for tonight, or for this afternoon's home matchup between the Russellville Golden Tigers and your James Clemens Jets. I'm Kirk Pierce. Alongside me this evening, we give a special treat. We get up here in the booth with us. We have head softball coach here at James Clemens, Coach Brad Kimbrough. Coach, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you as well. And the treat is all mine, of course. Speaking of treat, is there a better place to come watch high school baseball?
It's a beautiful place. I love the Jetsplex. It is one of my favorites. And you know what? And you know where I'm about to say.
I thought about it this afternoon as soon as I pulled up.
They are wearing the jet blue, all jet blue uniform, tops, bottoms, navy blue hats with the jet blue bill, white JC on them. You know, kind of a little throwback to the Kansas City Royals.
Right?
Yeah,
like good that? Call. Didn't think about the Royals, but yeah, very similar.
So on the mound today for the James Clemens Jets, we've got number 8, Satchel Wheeler. He's a 6'2 junior. Throws left-handed, also plays some first base, a little outfield action. Coach, what you know about Satchel?
I know Satchel's a wrestler, too.
Does he?
Yeah, I think he's got several national championships, honestly, as a youth wrestler guy. So you don't want to mess with him in physical combat, maybe. But Satchel's been throwing pretty well. I think he's had some good outings so far this year. Good kid. I like Satchel a lot.
Head coach Johnny Johnson is in his 5th year as the head baseball coach at James Clemens. He took the team to the second round of the playoffs last year, where they finished 24-20. In his short time at James Clemens, he's seen 10 Jets set flight into college baseball. How about that? That's pretty good.
Been blessed with a good group of kids that come through here, and they work really hard. This entire coaching staff does a great job with these guys, so they get a lot out of them.
And he also holds the record for most wins as a baseball coach for James Clemens. How about that?
I wasn't aware of that.
And across on the other dugout, head coach Jess Smith. Both Coach Johnson and Smith, they have a little bit of a history.
Yeah, they know each other pretty well. Coach Smith played for Coach Johnson at Fort Payne and then later became the head coach at Fort Payne before coming to Russellville High School.
Well, here we go. First pitch right now. Wheeler's first pitch is a high fastball for ball one as we're underway. And the batter for the Russellville Tigers is Cummings, number 21. He puts a bat on the ball, hits a little blooper out to short right field, and they're not able to get it, and it falls fair for a base hit.
Man, you hate those balls, just no man's land out there where you got three guys converging on it, and it's going to fall right in the Bermuda Triangle where nobody can make a play.
So first batter up, gets on base, one hit right there to looked at, one ball, and then swung at the second pitch. Now up to bat for Russellville, Vandiver. Got one runner on first base. That is Cummings. So here we go, second pitch. Right there, nice breaking ball right across the plate.
Big time break on that.
I like that. You could see it from up here from the southpaw in Wheeler. Behind the plate, you've got Peyton. He's the catcher. Colton Peyton does a really good job in there keeping the runners in check. Second pitch from Wheeler. Fouled off for another strike. So 2 strikes. 0-2's the count for Vandiver. Satchel Wheeler lining up for the third pitch. Takes a look at first base. Inside pitch. Kind of brushed him off the plate a little bit right there with that pitch.
Maybe so.
Keeping him honest. Vandiver batting from the left side. So the 1-2 pitch on the way. Nice breaking ball. Got him swinging out one.
Break. And Satchel's got that long, tall frame, too. He's able to get a lot of that break when he wants to. Good pitch right there.
Nice break. I mean, it kind of trailed right towards Vandiver and then broke right in. So Langston comes in as the third batter in this top of the first inning as we're underway here at Jetsplex Field. You got the softball fields. You got the baseball fields. Just a beautiful day for baseball. Foul ball with the first pitch.
It's a great day. I was late getting up here because I wanted to soak in more of the sunshine and that high 60-degree temperatures down there.
You got some sun on your face.
I got plenty of sun from cutting the grass around here.
Fortunately, you don't have to cut the infield of the baseball.
No.
That one stays artificial. Wheeler throws it over to first base, keeping the runner honest. He's back safely. So here's the pitch to Langston. Nice breaking ball again, called strike. He's kind of looks like he's got that dialed in early in the game.
It looks good so far. And he's moving it around. I mean, starting it in the middle and moving it out, starting it on the end, coming across the plate.
Swing and a miss for another out right there. Two strikeouts in a row after that first leadoff bloop.
Yeah, and the first hit, right, was just a kind of a bloop shot, just kind of a fluke that ends up out there in the Bermuda Triangle.
Now batting number 6, Romans.
So you've got Romans coming up to the plate. He's going to be the cleanup batter. You got a runner on first, 2 outs early in this first inning between James Clemens and Russellville. Satchel Wheeler throws it over to first base.
Quicker pick that
Yeah,
time.
it was a quicker pick. Davenport ready to field that one. Going to put that glove on the runner. Here's the pitch outside. Fastball misses for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way to Romans. Again, throws it outside. Don't know if he's anticipating the jump or if he's just missing on that one.
I'm not sure. Or this could be a guy that you don't mind pitching around because you've got 2 outs.
And see, that's why you're up here. See, you think like a coach. That one below and in the dirt. 3-0 the count.
This may not be a bad walk in this situation.
Wheeler takes a look at first base, throws it inside, misses ball 4, puts another runner on. So runners on first and second with 2 outs at the top of the first.
I might know that kid's dad.
Which one? The one that
the one
just
that
got
just
walked?
took the walk, and if I'm right, I would walk him too.
I like that. See, a little inside information. We never get that. Love that. Coach Kimbrew up here with us, head softball coach at James Clemens. And for this second broadcast of James Clemens Sports in the spring. We'll have to get over here, call a little softball action later on.
We're ready for it.
I love it.
We've had some rainouts, I think, or some games moved around.
Yeah, a little bit. Here's the first pitch to the batter. Misses for ball 1. The batter, Spurgeon. Taking a look at the runner at second. Got a runner on first and second. Breaking ball gets away from Peyton. Peyton's going to chase it down as both runners go to the next base. You've got a runner at third. That's Cummings, and Romans goes ahead and gets over to second base.
Wished I could have saw what happened right there. We couldn't see the hop because it looked like Peyton had it corralled, but then the ball gets by.
So both runners advance. That one's low and in the dirt a little bit. Peyton's going to go out there and take a moment to get Wheeler to kind of settle down.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Maybe tell a joke.
So is that what happens out there?
Sometimes it's effective.
Just to go out there and tell them to relax?
Boys are a little bit different. Sometimes you can just go challenge a boy and he'll get gritty. With girls, sometimes you go challenge them and they have a meltdown. Some will get gritty.
Well, 3-0 count. You know the rule. You don't swing. That was a pretty pitch. Oh, no.
Wow.
That one misses for ball 4. Looked like that one must have been a little bit hot.
It was clearly the best pitch of that at bat.
So now stepping up to the plate, White.
Well, just like that, you go from a non-threatening situation in the inning to bases loaded.
So as Coach Kimbrough alluded to, it is bases loaded. Check swing in the dirt. Did they call it? No. They're going to call a strike. She's going to appeal it out to the field ump, and he calls it a strike. So swing and a miss on that one for a called strike 1.
In my experience this year, umpires have had real trouble with those check swings.
That one's going to be a little bit outside against the left-handed batter. So 1-1 pitch right down the middle for strike 2. Nice fastball.
This is a good count here for Satchel.
So 1-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. Russellville with their 6th batter of the inning, no score. That's going to be a line drive right up the middle. Going to find that gap. No, it's going to be fielded. That shortstop thrown over to first base. Did they get him? Yes. Nice play there to make the out. So no damage done on the scoreboard. Bases were loaded. That's what they left. Russellville left them stranded. We'll come back and have the bottom of the first inning for James Clemens. You're listening to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports.
North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports as we get ready for the bottom of the first inning. And here's your batting lineup for the James Clemens Jets. Leading off this afternoon is going to be the shortstop, Andrew Lawrence. Just made that play right there to get us out of that inning. Batting second, Brooks Kulovich. He's playing left field. And catcher, Colton Payton, comes in the third spot. Nate Geis bats cleanup. He's playing third. You've got Ty Marsh. He's batting fifth. He's the DH. Luke Davenport plays first. He's going to bat sixth. Aiden Cook batting seventh, playing center field. And in right field, you've got Hayden Markford. And then playing second base is Francisco Cisco Ramirez. And that is your lineup today for the James Clemens Jets, at least to get us started.
Sounds like a winning lineup to me.
I think so. I like it. On the mound is White for Russellville. So Lawrence steps up to the plate in the top of the or bottom of the first. Takes a look at the first pitch. It's going to be high and outside for ball one. He's going to put a bat on the ball, drive it out there towards the gap. It's got really high, and the wind did catch that one. It's going to roll to the fence, And he's still running towards third base, and I think he's going to stand up at third with a leadoff triple for Andrew Lawrence. Sorry.
Big time right there. He drove that ball pretty well, and then the center fielder just misplays it a little bit. Maybe in the wind, catches it there in the end, but drove the ball really well.
Rolled out all the way to the warning track, hit the fence, and they just weren't able to field it. Gulovich steps up in the second spot, right-handed batter. Here's the pitch to him. Breaking ball, called strike. Pretty pitch there by White.
And Russellville defense playing this like
swing and a miss there by Gulovich. So 0-2 the count to him. Yeah, they're kind of trying to look defensively. They're going to try to make a play at the plate.
Looks like they're going to keep him in check there.
High and outside for ball 1-2 to Gulovich. 5'9" senior. Plays a little bit of infield, a little bit of outfield. That one's low and in the dirt for ball 2. So 2-2 the count, nobody on. Runner at third. That's Lawrence. That one's right down the middle. Called strike. Hate to see that.
Yeah, you really want some type of productive at bat right there.
So now up to the plate is number 25, the catcher, Colton Payton, for James Clemens, with a runner in scoring position at third base after the leadoff triple by Lawrence. Here's the pitch, low and in the dirt. Laid off of that one, ball 1. You can kind of hear the wind just a little bit picking up, but I did have a factor in that fly ball that Lawrence hit. Another breaking ball, but that one's low and in the dirt as well for ball 2. So 2-0 count to Payton. But you can kind of hear that wind pick up just a little bit.
Still makes for a beautiful day here.
Oh, yes, it does. He's going to try to take that inside pitch. Played that one really well because that one really, that's what you want on those inside pitches.
It's almost a defensive swing there at the end, though. You know, Colton is a Wallace State commit. He's going to play baseball there next year.
6'3" senior behind the plate. Wallace, known for putting some good players up there.
They do.
That one high and outside for ball 3. So 3-1 count. Got to believe, though, and from the third spot, if he likes his pitch, he might have the green light.
This is your pitch.
So here he comes, 3-1 pitch from the lefty. That's right down the middle. Nope, it's going to be outside for ball 4. So walks Payton. So now you got runners on the corners for the Jets with Nate Geis, third baseman, stepping up to the plate.
And here's a guy that can do some damage with the runners on.
6'2" senior. We're going to have a pinch runner for Payton as a catcher. You want to make sure you get him in there and get plenty of time to
rest those legs.
Get that gear ready. I didn't see who that was that went over to first base. I'll get to that in a moment. There's a breaking ball, misses on the inside to Geis.
I want to say that's Brody Stinson, but I can't tell.
Here's the 1-0 pitch to Geis. Oh, they're going to throw it over there to first base. Stinson's able to get back, dive under that. Keeping them honest with 1 out. Runners on the corners. In the bottom of the first here. This home game between Russellville and your James Clemens Jets. Pitch misses outside, ball 2.
We've seen several pitches in that spot, and the umpire just not going to give that one.
No, she's not doing that. She's not letting you have that one.
You're bold saying she. I wasn't completely confident.
Pitch back over to first base. Stinson able to get underneath there again. Safe there. 2-0, still the count. Geis in the batter's box. Now they're going to throw it back over the third base. I saw in the major leagues that they're working on limiting the numbers of times you can go over to first base.
Oh, I thought that was going to be an umpire conversation you were about to have. Okay.
No, not doing that. Here we go. Here's the pitch. 2-1 pitch to Guy, still misses. Same spot that you just
Pretty
talked
close.
about. So 3-0 count.
It's a conversation we have a lot is, there's a couple zones. The pitcher's zone, the hitter's zone. But the only one that matters in a game is the umpire's zone.
That's right.
And if you can't find out that one, you're in trouble.
So there's the 3-0 pitch to Geis, and it's going to be ball 4. So he's going to walk, and we're going to have bases loaded with Marsh, Ty Marsh, the DH, stepping up to the plate.
I'll tell you, Ty's been hot right now. Last weekend when JC was in Troy, Ty really came on. I mean, he was kind of so-so, just kind of laying in the weeds, but he got really hot down there at Troy. Hit a monster shot at that field, but his average really jumped up over the last few games.
Well, he's a right-handed thrower. Bats left-handed, is the sophomore. He's going to take a look at that first one. It's going to go by a called strike.
He's also a guy we talked about during football season a lot.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
But just a really good competitor and a guy who works really hard.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. He's going to put the bat on the ball. It's going to be fouled off backwards.
He immediately didn't want that swing. Mid-swing, he didn't want that swing.
So 0-2 count to Ty Marsh with bases loaded. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So out number 2 there. It's almost mirroring a little bit like the top of the
Deja vu
first.
from the top of the first. We got bases loaded, 2 outs. Let's see what happens here. Nobody really is taking a chance. We've not seen anything crazy right here.
So Luke Davenport, the first baseman, steps into the batter's box. He's going to bat from the right-handed side or the right side. Calls time. Steps out, readjusts, recalibrates, whatever you want to call it. Steps back into the box. Here we go. He's going to let that one go by. A nice breaking ball for a called strike. That's what you're seeing with these two lefties for both teams. Nice breaking balls.
Different builds, different kind of deliveries, but a lot of the same style as far as pitches.
So the second pitch to Davenport misses outside. So 1-1's the count with 2 outs. Bases loaded for James Clemens. 1-1 pitch. Smart to lay off, but you can kind of tell he wanted that one.
Well, you come up in your eyes. You're going to get me on that one every time. I'm going to hack out of my shoes.
Like them high, don't you? Here we go. Low and in the dirt for another ball. So 3-1's the count.
If it's even remotely in the area, I'm swinging.
Just hack it away. I like it. So there's a 3-1 pitch. He's going to pop that one up really high. The right fielder's going to come in. Second baseman kind of lays off, lets the right fielder take it. He makes the play for out number 3.
Deja vu.
1 inning down. Both teams have left 3 runners on. No score. When we come back, top of the second, you're listening to James Clemens Baseball, Play Action Sports.
When you're searching for a home or selling your current one, you want guidance from someone you trust. Fallon Sloan at Capstone Realty has been an active member of the Madison-Huntsville area for many years and has a passion for hard work, integrity, and client service. Fallon is a Madison resident, so she's got her finger on the pulse of the community. Check out her listings online at Fallon Sloan, that's FALLONSLONE.choosecapstone.com, or call her at 256-755-0269. Fallon Sloan at Capstone Realty.
The world is changing.
The Tailgate Talk app has changed. It's got a new name and a new look. It's now known as PAS Plus, and it's your home for Applebee's Tailgate Talk, along with James Clemens Sports and Calhoun Basketball.
Change never hurt, huh?
Look for the download links at PASnetwork.net or TailgateTalk.net. PAS Plus, Play Action Sports, plus a little extra. PAS Plus from Play Action Sports.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball and Play Action Sports as we start off the top of the second inning with Wheeler still on the mound for the Jets, and John's up to bat for Russellville. Takes a look at the first one for a ball.
Number 2-0.
So next pitch came in. It was 2-0. Yep. So 2-0 count to the leadoff batter in the top of the second. Check swing. I don't know. Yep. Nope. 3-0. Just looking for somebody to step up on that one. Here's the pitch. Inside. Misses. Ball 4. But that leadoff runner or leadoff batter.
Never a good thing. You do not want to start any inning with a leadoff walk.
So the 8th batter in the lineup for the Russellville Golden Tigers is Boutwell. You got a runner on first. No outs. Top of the 2nd. No runs scored for either team. Each team's given up 1 hit to both leadoff batters in the first inning. There's a high line drive out to left field. It's going to be fielded. Brought in for an out. Runner at first is going to stay, wisely so, for out number 1.
You know, a day like today, you mentioned the wind. Those can be tough.
So I was wondering what Kulovich didn't have to move too much.
He did not. He got there quick. He camped out underneath it and made it look very easy. But those balls in the air for a long time can be very suspect.
So the 9th batter in the order for Russellville is Schofield. Inside pitch. Ball. It's a 1-0 count. Swing, just kind of knuckled, must have fouled off his foot.
Yeah,
it did. Yeah, the way he's kind of limping there. That's going to be a foul ball. So 1-1 with 1 out. Still looks a little hurt.
When was the last time you fouled one off you?
That's been a while.
It hurts.
It does hurt. It does hurt. Now, you can go online to tailgatetalk.net, enter your nominations for the Applebee's Athlete of the Week, and vote on this week's poll. We'll announce the winner Saturday between 10 and noon on Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC. The winner receives a gift card from Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk T-shirt. I might be sporting that T-shirt at the moment.
You are, and you make it look good, by the way.
I feel like I do. And that that T-shirt printing place is who does that for us. We've been fussing at Tim for almost a year now to get some shirts, and he came through. Swing and a miss on that pitch. So 1-2 is the count.
I know who I'm voting for this week.
Who's that?
I'd be Miss Abby Newsom.
I like it.
Freshman Jet. She's been a heck of a player for us so far this season, and she's one of our nominees this week for Player of the Week.
Well, y'all make sure y'all go online and vote for Abby Newsom. If you are a Jets fan, go make that happen. Get her to become the Athens Applebee's Tailgate Talk winner. Athlete of the Week. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch.
Strike 3. We're going to go back to the top of the order. And Cummings steps up to the plate. He's 1-1. He has the only hit for the Golden Tigers, and that was off the second pitch to start the game against Satchel Wheeler. So 2 outs, 1 runner on. He's at first base.
It's going to be hard for him to recreate what he did earlier.
Yeah.
Most people don't get that lucky twice in the same day.
No. I mean, it just kind of dropped right there in no man's land between center and right field.
Complete no man's land.
Here's the pitch inside. Well, he turned on that one fast. That's drifting. Kulovich is going over towards. It's going to go foul for strike.
Just a long strike.
Yep. So 1-1 the count to Cummings. Top of the second, 2 outs for Russellville. No score. Both teams have 1 hit apiece. Swing, foul tip for strike 2. So 1-2 the count with 2 outs. Wheeler continuing to battle. If he can get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a line drive right up the middle. It's going to bounce right in front of the center fielder. He's going to throw it in. Going to have runners at first and second. So Cummings goes in there, and he's 2 for 2. Right out there to Cook. Cook not able to come up there and make the catch.
That's a tough ball. Aiden came up really strong. I think initially Aiden thought he had a chance to come up and try and make that play, but did the smart thing. Realized pretty quickly, let's not give up a big play here and let runners advance multiple bases.
So Vandiver, 0 for 1 on the day so far in his second at bat. He's going to swing, miss for strike 1. Tell you what, the press box group, they do such a fantastic job.
These guys kill it.
They're a lively group. Love being up here at the Jetsplex and ball there thrown to Vandiver, but being up here and it's just energetic, keeps everybody engaged.
It does. I'm thinking about getting a supplement and seeing if they'll double up on games.
Hey, they might. You never know.
There's got to be a way we can wire the speakers up to one system.
Inside pitch misses, ball 2. That one didn't quite break as much as I think Satchel wanted it to.
Hard to say. With these top 4 or 5, we're definitely pitching those guys a little bit differently than we have the bottom part of the order.
That one's going to be a pop-up. Everybody's kind of going out there. Shortstop goes out there, makes the catch.
It's a tough play. Great job on that one.
Makes that catch for third out as Lawrence goes out there and does it again. So we've played, 1.5?
1.5.
So when we come back, we'll get the bottom of the second. James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports.
Ever thought you'd like to have a nice privacy fence or deck, but thought it would be just too expensive? Think again. Woodard Decking and Fencing will have you throwing that backyard party before you know it. They offer top-quality wood, wrought iron, aluminum, chain link, and vinyl fencing, along with decks of any style at affordable prices. They'll treat your yard as if it were their own. Commercial services are available too. Woodard Decking and Fencing. Look them up on Facebook and see what they can do for you. You can also give Darryl a call at 256-652-9234. Woodard Decking and Fencing.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports. I'm Kirk Pierce. Brad Kimbrough up here with us, head softball coach at James Clemens. Also, Tim Lambert, our superstar producer.
Extraordinaire.
Exactly. So, Brad, it's been a while since we've called a game together. We did a lot of football in the fall. Had Coach Johnny Johnson up there with us in the booth, but
he's the real master.
I don't know, man. I'd say Tim is.
Sure.
But when you kind of get up here, this is your time of year. I mean, we have fun in the fall, but this is when it just feels good.
It feels great when you get the weather for it. Yeah, the rest of the time you're almost too busy to notice. We had a great time in the fall. That is fun. This springtime, it is just full throttle though. It's full throttle. You got kids working, your coaches working, and it's fun to have a day like this where you can kind of step back and enjoy it.
So up to the plate right here to start us off in the bottom of the second is going to be Cook. Also, Mark Fort and Ramirez will round out the lineup in the bottom of the second. So he took a look at the first pitch for ball 1. It's the second pitch low in the dirt for ball 2. Two-0 pitch to Cook. It's going to be right there on that outside corner. I don't know. Ump likes it right over there, so called strike. Here's the pitch. Swing, foul ball, strike 2. 2-2 to Aiden Cook. 5'9" junior. Throws right, bats right, plays outfield, plays center field. Here's the pitch. He's going to put that out there. It looks like it's going to be. Is it going to drop? It's going to get right over the right fielder's head. It's going to bounce off the wall. Cook's still on. Got his wheels going. He's on his horse. He's going to slide into third base, and he is
ball's down. He's safe.
He is safe. That ball was in the dirt. Aiden Cook with another leadoff triple for James Clemens.
That's big time right there. He drove that ball really, really well off the wall, and they did a great job of getting that ball relayed in, but third baseman doesn't play it clean. Ball's down as he slides in. Great play.
So Mark Fort comes in. He's got a runner at third. Opportunity to get an RBI right here.
Let's see what Coach Johnson and Coach Orr do here. Last time we started the inning with a runner at third.
So Mark Fort's going to square up to bunt. Pulls back, but it's still a called strike. Aiden Mark Fort, he is the junior. Going to swing, put the ball on the turf. It's going to roll foul as Cook comes in sliding hard. Got to go back. Let's do it all over again.
Nothing like practice.
I think Shirt's all undone and everything up there. Like old school.
When you hit a triple, you can unbutton your shirt.
He's got no undershirt.
You leg it out.
Hey, he's letting everybody know he's here. I like it. I love it. So here we go. Mark Fort with the pitch. Outside. 1-2 the count. Runner on third is Aiden Cook. Led off the inning with a triple.
I think Coach Johnson just gave the sign for button your shirt.
He hadn't yet. He's getting there. Here's the pitch. He's going to drive that one out into the same gap. Right fielder's going to get over there, make the catch. He's going to stumble. It's going to give Cook an opportunity to tag up, and we've got a run on the board. You got to like that. So leadoff triple there by Cook, and Mark Fort with a sacrifice fly to drive in the run.
Yeah, and the guy that fielded it went down kind of hard. Yeah, it kind of bound up under, maybe his knee bound up under him.
Yeah, he's still shaking up. His coach is headed out there. Coach Smith going out there to talk to his right fielder, make sure he's okay. But he is able to make the catch, but not before Aiden Cook tags up and scores and gets that run in. So James Clemens with a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second. Check out the PAS Plus mobile app. It's your connection to all of our live streams, along with scores, game archives, and a whole lot more. All you got to do is go to pasnetwork.net for the download links.
You want to talk upsets in the – Did you see the Furman game today?
I did. I chose Furman.
Wow.
I did. I chose Furman.
So your bracket first round is intact. Huh?
So far, but the score I'm just looking at right now with Illinois. I also picked Illinois to beat Arkansas. So between Princeton and Arizona, I could be up the creek.
Right. Good news on two fronts here. The right fielder's up. He seems to be okay. He's staying in the game, and the Jets are on the board.
Love it. So Ramirez steps into the plate. Nobody on, but we do have a runner in that scored, so he's going to take a look at ball one. So 1-0 to Cisco Ramirez. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Right down the middle. Strike.
The umpire's starting to give a little bit more of that outside. Not the same spot we talked about earlier, but a little bit more maybe.
So here's the 1-1 pitch. It's a little bit low and outside. Didn't like that one. So 2-1 is the count to Ramirez. Here's the pitch. He's going to pop that one up. It's going to be foul. Looks like it's going to go out of play. Yeah, everybody puts their hands over their head. Yeah. So everybody put their hands on their head. But, when you're walking out here and you hear heads up.
Everybody looks
up. Nobody stops. Nobody goes to cover. Everybody looks up. And if the ball's coming down, it's going to catch you. Ramirez fights off that breaking ball, fouls it off. Count still 2-2. Ramirez has got some wheels. If he can get on base.
He can fly.
And he's going to put the bat on the ball. It's going to be grounded over to the third baseman. Makes a great little play and throws him out at first base.
Yeah, good footwork there.
Kept that one in front of him. Made that stop, throw over to first base for out number 2. Back to the top of the order for James Clemens as Lawrence 1-1 with a leadoff triple in the top of the bottom of the first inning. See if we can keep this going with 2 outs. He didn't like that one. Don't blame him. Ball 1.
Not the pitch I'm going to swing at first pitch of a bat.
That one's in the dirt for ball 2. Definitely wouldn't give Lawrence anything on the inside either because he can definitely turn and drive.
Yeah.
I think that first pitch that he put out to right center was just a little bit on the outside. Wow.
Kind of like
that one back. Yeah.
Just missed that one.
He did. So 2-1 the count with 2 outs to Mr. Lawrence. James Clemens with a 1-0 lead over the visiting Russellville Golden Tigers. The bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. He's going to foul that one off out of play again. 2-2 with 2 outs.
What are you going to see here?
Well, I mean, he's ahead of the count, so you might just see a little changeup. Maybe breaking ball.
See something.
Get him chase something. See what the pitcher's got in his arsenal. And a little breaking ball. Fouls that one off.
So you saw 2 pitches off the plate. Saw 2 pitches come in a little bit. All have been away, though.
Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt. For ball 3, full count. This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat? So 7th or 8th pitch of this at bat. So we're looking at a nice. He's going to put the bat on the ball. It's going to be high and out there to straight center field, and the center fielder is going to make the catch. But honestly, you got to like that. It's a quality at bat.
Quality at bat. Make that guy throw lots of pitches.
So that'll do it for the 2nd inning with James Clemens putting a runner on the board. 1-0 is your score. James Clemens, baseball, right here on Play Action Sports.
The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All 3 locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Want to howl with the Havoc this season? Now's your chance from Tailgate Talk and the Huntsville Havoc. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and register your name. Then listen to Tailgate Talk Saturday mornings at 10 as we announce the weekly winners of Huntsville Havoc tickets. Howl with the Havoc this season from the Huntsville Havoc, Tailgate Talk, and 1080 WKAC.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball right here on Play Action Sports. Kirk Pierce, Brad Kimbrough, Tim Lambert, our producer, and getting ready to start the top of the 3rd inning with James Clemens. 1-0 lead over the Russellville Golden Tigers.
Strike first.
Strike hard. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Took a little something off that one.
He did. So Wheeler still on the mound. He's pitched 40 pitches as he starts the 3rd inning. Inside pitch misses, ball 1 to Langston for Russellville. So 1-1's the count as we're getting underway. So let's see if we can break the trend of the leadoff batter of an inning. Keep him off of base.
Be a good time to do that.
Inside pitch misses again. Ball 2, 2-1.
Of course, we did walk Langston last time.
Yes, we did.
But it was a good situation for a walk.
Two and 1. Oh, that was a good pitch. It was a little low. So ball 3 is the count. So here's the 3-1 pitch, fouled off, out of play for strike 2. So full count for Langston. As Wheeler is on the mound still for the James Clemens Jets in their jet blue uniforms. Makes me happy. That one's going to be fouled off, out of play as well. Count remains full. I mean, if I could, I would just wear the jet blue every day.
You would every
totally
day.
do it. Another foul ball out of play. 3-2 count.
I mean, this guy loses his mind when the football team wears
I
Carolina
can't.
Carolina. And what he doesn't know is I looked at mock uniform makeups in the office Tuesday, and there will be a Carolina helmet, Carolina jersey, Carolina pant uniform next year. I swear.
That's good.
I swear.
Y'all are going to make me lose my mind.
I swear.
Up in here. Here we go. Here's the full count. Swing and a miss for the strike. Beautiful pitch there by Satchel Wheeler for a strikeout.
Good job by Satchel.
He really, really kept fouling him off, and then he found the pitch that he was going to chase, and he did. So 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning as Romans comes up to bat. He's the cleanup batter for the Golden Tigers. He's going to not take a swing at that one. Good call by him. Ball 1.
Just doesn't like that corner.
Strike right there. We do like that inside corner, though. Baby blue helmets? I mean, we're talking jet blue helmets, too.
Oh, it looks so good.
That one's high for a ball. So 2-1 the count to Romans.
I almost sent you a picture, but if you were driving, I didn't want you to be responsible for a wreck.
He did. I appreciate that. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2-2 the count to Romans. That's good. That's good that you think of me because I appreciate that. But, man, it'd only make that even better is some of that mirror silver.
Well, then I won't say a word.
Oh, goodness.
I won't say another word.
Full count to Romans. I love baseball. I love softball. But now you got me excited for football. Not that I needed much more incentive. That one's going to miss and put the runner on base with ball 4. So Wheeler walks 1, runner on first in the top of the 3rd. Spurgeon comes up to bat. He hadn't registered anything except a walk at his first at bat.
When we leave here this evening, I'll walk down there with you, and you can take a look.
It just makes me giddy. Wheeler's going to throw it over to Davenport to keep that runner honest. He's in there safe. Yeah, I saw where the major league is instant. Of course, they got the pitch clock, but they've also talked about called strike there to Spurgeon. Talked about limiting the number of times you can throw over to first base.
Yeah,
speed that game along. As Wheeler does that.
We don't want to get into it too deep, but those type things I think are well-intended failures by Major League Baseball. If you've watched any of the baseball classic going on, that's some really good baseball to
it's
watch
great stuff.
because it's almost, I don't know the best way to articulate this, but that's fun baseball because it's just baseball.
Right.
We're not dealing with things like trying to figure out a pitch clock, and we're not dealing with new rules, and it just
it's the way baseball is intended.
Great way to say it.
Inside pitch to Spurgeon misses for ball 1, so 1-2 the count to Spurgeon from Wheeler. As Wheeler winds up and gets ready to throw his 57th pitch. No, he's going to throw it over to first base. Davenport lets that one fall, but it still stays in his vicinity. He's able to get over there, pick it up, throw it back to Wheeler. Everybody resets. Runner still stays at first base. One and 2 count. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a line drive out to left field. It's going to fall for a base hit. Kolovic's going to come up and make the catch or make the throw into the shortstop, and he does. Now we've got runners at first and second. Just a nice hit there by the batter for Russellville, Spurgeon.
Yeah, doing what he's supposed to do right there. Get a pitch that you can do something with. Luckily for him, over the shortstop and into the gap. Now I'm curious what Coach Smith does here. Does he try and move runners into position or?
So Wheeler's first pitch to White. Outside, ball 1. Runners at first and second for the Golden Tigers. It doesn't look like they're moving yet. Wheeler takes a look at second base. Gets ready to go into his windup. Does. Misses the outside corner to the left-handed batter for ball 2. So 2-0 the count to White. So Wheeler looks over at second base. Makes the throw. Misses again outside. Ball 3. 3-0 is the count. 1 out. On deck is the 7th batter in the lineup for the Russellville Golden Tigers. Inside pitch misses. Ball 4. Puts a man on base. So bases loaded with 1 out in the top of the 3rd. James Clemens with a 1-0 lead.
Not what the Jets want right here.
As Peyton goes out there to talk to Wheeler and kind of get everything organized. Tailgate Talk gives you, let's check that. We can look for the monthly Play Action Sports column in Athens Now. We'll update you on what's been happening in local sports news as well as upcoming games and events. The paper's free and available at businesses all around the area. So we're still doing How with a Habit. That's what I was going to read. No, I'm not. I'm going to go back. I'll read it again in just a minute. Here we go. I like it. So Coach is going to make a walk out there to go talk to Wheeler. Probably a good call right here.
Coach Orr coming out.
So Satchel hasn't thrown a bad game. I mean, he looks good. He's just given up a couple of walks that at crucial times at the top of the first and now in the top of the third.
And both pitchers have.
Yeah.
And so far, in Satchel's favor, nothing has been timely that it's cost us. This is the first situation where it could really come back and hurt you in a bad way because you only have one out.
So 1 out, bases loaded with the number 7 batter, Johns, up to bat. And he was walked the first time he got up. So that's where we stand with 1 out. Wheeler winds up, throws, nice fastball right down the middle, called strike.
Pretty close to that spot we said that he wasn't given earlier.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. 0-2 the count to Johns. So Wheeler comes out firing on all cylinders right there. Now. 2 pitches, throwing hard. Look at this one. Oh, it's going to be a blooper. It's going to be right out there. It's going to be fielded.
And
caught.
bringing it.
There's your cutoff man. Now, Davenport didn't even look over there as the runner at first had pretty much committed to going to second.
Yeah.
Thought it was going to fall, but
I don't think he ever saw it.
But that was an out.
Worried about saving that run.
Mark Fort able to come up and make the play in right field on that line drive for out number 2. So, good job getting that in. There's another line drive to center field. That's going to bring in a run. As the throw is going to be cut off, going to have another runner come in as Boutwell drives in 2 for that 2-out single, 2 RBIs, as Russellville takes the lead 2-1, and runners still at first and second with 2 outs.
It can happen that quick too. You come in, you get an out, you hold runners, everything works in your favor. 1 swing.
So ball 1 to Schofield. As Wheeler is getting ready to throw his 67th pitch, low and in the dirt. As Peyton's able to get that and keep that one in front of him, keep everybody from running around the bases. So 2-0 with 2 outs. I mean, that previous hit to Cook in center field, it did just like what the other one did, just bounced right in front of him. He had to pull up because if you let that one go by, you foul ball there.
Yeah, it's the difference in 2-run scoring and 3 or 4
clearing the bases,
scoring.
yeah. So smart play by Cook to get that one, let it bounce and just field it and get it in. 2-1 pitch on the way to Schofield. It's going to be high, misses inside, ball 3, so 3-1 count to the 9th batter in the lineup.
Yeah, you don't want to be taking the 8th and 9th batter deep in the count.
So this will be the 70th pitch from Wheeler. So I guess Schofield called timeout when Wheeler was going into his windup.
I'm not sure what happened there.
That's what I was afraid he was going to balk. Here we go. Misses outside, ball 4. Bases are going to be loaded again as the leadoff. Cummings steps up to the plate, and he's 2 for 2 on the day so far.
Yeah, 1 big break and then 1 pretty good hit.
So Cummings with an opportunity to drive in some more runs this inning for Russellville. And an opportunity for Wheeler to get out of this inning before it gets a little bit further out of hand. So here's the pitch. Breaking ball right there in that zone, called strike. A 1 pitch to Cummings. Misses outside, ball 1. Everybody's playing a little deep. Smart thing to do.
2 out depth.
Strike 2 on that breaking ball. So 1 and 2 is the count to Cummings. Keep everything in front of you. Make the throw. Throw it to the closest bag.
Easiest play.
Closest out. Whatever you got to do. He's going to hit that one high and deep to Mark Ford out in right field. He's going to make the over-the-shoulder catch.
Scary one.
It was a really good
It looked like
catch.
he was catching a fade in the corner of the end zone.
Well, he made the catch. Nevertheless, and that gets us out of the inning. We've played 2.5. Russellville on top 2. James Clemens 1. You're listening to Jets Baseball right here on Play Action Sports.
North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball right here on Play Action Sports as we get ready to go into the bottom of the third inning as Russellville's taken a 2-1 lead over the Jets. Scored 2 in the previous inning, or previous top of the third, as Kulovich, Peyton, and Geis are the next batters up. Got to get something going, Coach.
Second time around, we're going to see him here. So our second time up, so we're going to see this pitcher. So we're going to make adjustments this time around.
So Kulovich 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Struck out first at bat. See if we can't get him going on the bases. He's going to swing. It's going to be a slow roller. It's going to go foul down the third base line for strike 1.
Pretty early.
Yeah, just a little bit on that one. Here's the 0-1 pitch from White. Oh,
Nice.
It's going to be right back up the middle, and White just had to get out of the way of that one as Kulovich is on the first base with a leadoff single.
What every hitting coach in America wants you to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle.
And he did. So kind of where if you're the parent of a pitcher, you go.
I am the parent of a pitcher.
You go.
Yeah. Every hitting coach in America except me wants you to hit it right back up the middle.
So Peyton, the catcher, up to the plate for James Clemens. He's going to take that inside pitch, and it's going to roll. Stay fair. Their baseman's going to throw off his back foot. Gets Peyton out at first. Kulovich advances over to second base on that fielder's choice.
It's still a productive bunt. In effect, a productive at bat. It's more or less a swinging bunt. Wind picking up again.
So Geis up to the plate. He's going to foul that one off. Tell you what, trying to do stats and call the game, it's
good luck.
It's one of those things. I'll have to get with my agent, see if I can't get a statistician up here.
It's a good call.
Here's the 1-0 pitch, or the 0-1 pitch to Geis. He's going to let that one go. That one's a ball 1, so 1-1 with 1 out, a runner at second.
I'm trying to tell which way the wind is blowing. Is it blowing? Okay, it looks like it's blowing out now.
Yeah, it looks like it's blowing north, so.
Well, now you can start using cardinal directions. You're going to really confuse
I'm just
people.
looking at the flag as Kulovich is going to steal third as the catcher comes up and throws, and that's not what he wanted to do. He threw it right down straight into the dirt.
Yeah. If it had been a hand grenade, we'd have lost a couple of lives right there. He threw that right at the feet of the batter. Yes, he will. Eventually.
So here's what we're waiting on. Kulovich
I think he might have
steals
missed it, too.
third. 2-1. This is what I had. Guys, he wanted that one. Nice inside pitch that he was just a hair too early on.
Both pitchers in this inning have really slowed down their velocity on some of their pitches. We're really early on right now.
So the 2-2 pitch to Geis. He's going to let that one go by. It's a Outside pitch misses the corner for ball 3. So full count to Nate Geist with a runner on third. Ball misses for ball 4. So we got runners on the corner with Ty Marsh coming up to the plate. 0 for 1 at his first at bat. Struck out swinging. But like you said earlier, he's had a hot stick here lately. And see if we can't get this going and get some more runs on the board.
He can do it. Let's keep that average up. Let's get something going right here.
Here's the pitch to Marsh. He's going to swing, and it's going to be a drive out to right field. It's going to score.
Easy score for Brooks. Yep.
So an RBI single there by Marsh, and he stays hot on that line drive single RBI. Ties the score up 2-2. And now Luke Davenport up to the plate with 1 out and 2 on.
I like it.
So each team has 4 hits apiece. Scores tied 2-2.
Eerily similar.
Both pitchers southpaws. Here's the pitch. Davenport didn't like it. Good call. High and outside. Ball 1.
Just a bit.
I'm waiting on your references, man.
Well,
I mean, all fall we got all kinds of Smokey and the Bandits. And
yeah. Look, I didn't want to come in just guns blazing. You know what I mean?
I got you. You got to feel the area. I understand.
I mean, the first 2 innings, I was just trying to let the headset get adjusted back. Just trying to get the feel for it.
Well, we're about halfway through this game. So I'm waiting on you. Swing and a miss there by Davenport. Strike 2. 1-2 is the call. Or the count, excuse me. Well, first game I did last week, Tim had to correct me because I did say James Clemens football. It's inevitable. It's okay. It's inevitable. So here's the 1-2 pitch. Davenport's going to pop that one up high and towards left center field. Center fielder's going to get it and field it in. Thrown to the cutoff man. Nobody's going to advance. Out 2.
If Aiden can recreate what he did the first time up,
I like
that
it.
Bodes well for the Jets.
So Aiden Cook, the center fielder, 1-1 on the afternoon so far with a triple.
He legged that thing out, too.
Yes, he did. Came out of his shirt.
Came out of his helmet and his shirt. Just outran his buttons.
He did. Got to respect that. Who was it that used to play for the Pirates that did that? That was.
Might have been before my time.
No, you're not that. I'm not that much older than you. Breaking ball called strike.
I was born in 82, Kirk.
I am that much older than you. I'm so old. Here we go. 0-1 pitch to Aiden Cook. Cook calls time. Gets it. Trying to think of all the players for back in the 80s and early 90s that played for the Pirates that, took the Braves. It was a big old battle. Oh. Aiden Cook, line drive. Is it going to drop on the – no, just on the
foul.
Left of the chalk and for foul ball. But it's a great idea there by Cook. 0-2 is his count.
How nice would that have been?
Oh, that'd have been great.
Puts another run on for us, puts runners in scoring position for the next batter.
So 0-2 count to Cook. Scores tied 2-2. Check swing, low and in the dirt. Ball 1.
Going to have to really, really battle here if you're Aiden.
Make him pitch some more because White has 63 pitches in almost 3 innings. Catcher's lining up outside. Swing and a miss, striking him out. So that'll do. We've played 3, and your score knotted up at 2. 4 hits apiece, 2 runs apiece. James Clemens Baseball, Play Action Sports.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's play action sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clemens sports, and Applebee's tailgate talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports. Kirk Pierce, Brad Kimbrough, and Tim Lambert here on this beautiful afternoon at the Jetsplex.
Beautiful.
James Clemens is hosting the Russellville Golden Tigers. Score knotted up at 2 apiece. Got a new pitcher on the mound. That's the senior, number 2, Hunter Harris, 6'4", 185 pounds, right-handed thrower. And what can you tell us about Hunter?
Not a whole lot.
He throws hard.
He does throw hard. Similar frame, similar build to Satchel. He's going to bring it from the other side. We'll see what he gives us here. Obviously, we need to give him something different. Coaches felt like there was a reason to make a change right here. Let's see what happens.
So Vandiver is going to lead off the inning for the Golden Tigers. He's 0-2 on the afternoon with a strikeout and a flyout to shortstop and his 2 at-bats.
Just keep that trend going.
So here's Harris with his first pitch. Outside, ball 1. Here's the next pitch. Foul backwards for a strike. So 1-1's the count. Tailgate Talk gives you a chance to howl with the Havoc this hockey season. You can go to tailgatetalk.net, enter your name for 2 tickets to see the Huntsville Havoc. Winners will be announced during Tailgate Talk on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. on 1080 a.m. WKAC. Misses outside for a ball. 2-1. For the senior Hunter Harris pitching for the Jets. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Misses outside, 3-1. So Vandiver, 0-2, with a 3-1 count right now. 0-2 at his previous 2 at-bats. Trying to get on base. High, misses. That's ball 4, so he does get on base. First batter, Hunter Harris faces, he puts on the bag. So now you got Langston. He is also 0-2. He struck out swinging both times.
No, we walked him first time.
Did we?
It's a good walk situation in the top of the first. Pretty sure.
I trust you. He swung on that one, though.
That might be a bad call, trusting me.
So 0-1 the count to Langston, the number 3 batter in the lineup. Got the cleanup on deck for Russellville. With no outs, that's going to miss low for ball 1. Now you can download a copy of this game or listen to it on demand by going to PASnetwork.net. We always have a streaming schedule of upcoming games and also have links to our mobile apps as well. Here's the pitch, fouled off behind us for strike 2. So 1-2 the count. See, that you can't hear it as well, but I mean, just the way the press box and how they work and keeping
it's
everybody
amazing.
engaged.
When you're just hanging out at a game, they do a great job.
They do. So 1-2 count. Here it is. It's going to be a blooper. It's going to fall right in there into no man's land. Mark Fort's going to come up and make the throw. It's going to go over Lawrence's head, but fortunately Geis is there to back him up. That could have been bad. So little bloopers falling out into right field for a single by Langston, and that brings up the cleanup batter, Romans, for Russellville, with 2 on and no outs in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. As he squares to bunt, Harris kind of ducked. I think that a little miscommunication there between the catcher and the pitcher.
Perhaps so.
Because I think that what Peyton was intending to do was to get it back quickly to Harris.
Well, sometimes nobody knows what Peyton's intending to do.
Okay.
Including Peyton.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. Hits right off the top of the press box. That was a square bunt foul ball. Those usually don't travel quite as far as that one did.
He got a lot of pop off that bunt. Had it been fair, it could have been a bunt double.
Yeah, bunt double. Yep. So 1-1. Count to Romans. He's going to square to bunt again. He's going to bunt foul. So 1-2. Got runners at first and second for Russellville. Hunter Harris is the pitcher for James Clemens. Taking over on the mound from the starter, Satchel Wheeler. 2-2 ball game in the top of the 4th. Harris is going to step off, make everybody go back and recalibrate. 1-2 pitch on the way. Inside, misses. Ball 2. 2-2 is the count. No outs. 2 runners on, first and second. Hunter Harris with the windup. Drops into the dirt on the swing, but first base is occupied, so that's a strikeout. So out number 1 there for Hunter Harris, the pitcher for James Clemens. Spurgeon steps up, and he had a single line drive to the left fielder in last inning that drove in
Yeah,
their
big hit
last
for
run.
Russellville. Their biggest so far.
So swing off of Peyton's shin guard. Everybody's going to advance on that ball that got by.
We got to hone it in right here.
Runners at second and third, 1 out. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch, strike. Oh no, gonna let that one be a ball. That was a little low. It's kind of hard with the angle that we have up here, Coach. You know.
I concur.
So I'm just going to be completely honest. I'm going to call them if I think they're strikes, but they're not. You know, I can't see. I'm not directly behind the plate. I'm going to give our players the benefit of the doubt. But that one was a ball, so 2-1 now.
Well, I think what we're trying to do here is get a ground ball and hold the runner at third.
Outside, ball 3. So 3-1's the count to Spurgeon.
And Harris is struggling a little bit.
He's trying to find his little zone. Where's his happy place? 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count. So 3-2 to Spurgeon. Harris found him something. See if he likes it and stays in there.
Let's get one more of those.
Here's the pitch. Foul ball back behind us. Count remains 3-2. Tell you the other thing I like being out here at Jetsplex is you've got, you know, you guys let the other teams around the area, some of the local rec teams and stuff like that, travel ball teams use these fields that you have. I like watching them come in because they get a little awestruck when they see these big players playing. That ball misses, so ball 4, bases loaded again for Russellville.
Well, all around, baseball, softball, football, you name it, just James Clemens in general you're going to be hard pressed to find better facilities than what we have here at James Clemens from one side of campus to the other.
That's right.
And everybody does a great job here of trying to take care of facilities, upgrade facilities, and we don't want to be selfish about it. So
No.
we have tons of youth teams that come in and use our gym. We have a lot of different sports that use our multi-purpose football field and track. We have a lot of teams that come up and use our baseball and softball facilities. And, we host multiple tournaments. Mm-hmm. We have travel teams, youth teams come up, and we want them to.
Absolutely.
We want people to come and feel like they're a part of the things that go on here.
And that's how we drive interest in the community for these players. Like I said, there's strike one right there to White. But like I said, you see, I'm just sitting there watching some of these younger players come into practice, and they're just watching, and these big players play ball, and you know what they're doing is dreaming about when they're going to be on the field.
I sure hope so. When I was a kid, I used to crawl up on the scoreboard and fight to be the one that change the metal numbers. So I want kids coming here too and being excited about wanting to be a Jet when they come into ninth grade. And when they get to ninth grade, they feel like this is already home to some degree.
Yeah, exactly. So 2-1 the count to White. That last pitch looked like it was good, but missed on the outside corner. So 2-1. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Going to be a little low. Ball 3. So 3-1 the count. Bases loaded. Nowhere to put White as
I'm about to send Tim down there to see where some of these pitches are missing.
I'll tell you. So 3-1, 1 out. Misses again, so that's going to walk in a run as Russellville's going to take a 3-2 lead in the top of the fourth. 1 out, bases loaded as Johns comes up to the plate.
Now batting number 11, John.
He lined out to the right fielder in his last at bat. Should have picked Princeton.
Wow.
In Arizona. How
Wow.
about that? That'll be a bracket buster right there.
Down the Wildcats.
I had the Arizona Wildcats going to the Sweet 16.
Oh.
So
that one's going to hurt. Kurt.
that one is going to hurt. You never really want to play Princeton. I know that. Here's the pitch from Harris. That one, he had a little smoke on that one. It was a little low for ball 1. So 1-0, 1 out, bases loaded. That's going to be just a nice little hard ground ball hit out to left field. That's going to score 1. Second runner comes around third, slides in head first into home plate, scores another one as Russellville is going to take a 5-2 lead in the top of the fourth on that 2-run single by Johns.
That's one of those tough calls. If you were at double play depth right there, you might have been able to turn it. Hard to say. You could have got out of the inning perhaps.
So with that, Coach Johnson's going to make a walk. Is that Coach Johnson? I can't tell from here.
It is.
Coach Johnson's going to make a visit to the mound and make a pitching change.
That's all for Hunter.
So we'll take a break, see who's going to come in and pitch for the Jets. You're listening to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports.
When you're searching for a home or selling your current one, you want guidance from someone you trust. Fallon Sloan at Capstone Realty has been an active member of the Madison-Huntsville area for many years and has a passion for hard work, integrity, and client service. Fallon is a Madison resident, so she's got her finger on the pulse of the community. Check out her listings online at Fallon Sloan, that's FALLONSLONE.choosecapstone.com, or call her at 256-755-0269. Fallon Sloan at Capstone Realty. Keep up with Athens and Limestone County sports with a Play Action Sports Report. Look for it every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform. The Play Action Sports Report. Scores, interviews, highlights, and more from school, youth, and amateur sports in Athens and Limestone County. The Play Action Sports Report every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform or online at pasnetwork.net.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball right here on Play Action Sports as we had a pitching change in the top of the fourth inning. Russellville with a 5-2 lead, 1 out. Right now, bases loaded as the senior thrower, Grant Gage, 6'5", 275. That senior He's a big one, but he is dominating on the mound.
Grant's a big boy, but let's see what he brings right here. Hunter had a rough outing right there. Just never could dial it in where the umpire likes it. Gave up a couple shots, but too many walks.
So I said bases are loaded. That's incorrect. You got a runners at first and second. And first pitch to the batter, Boutwell is going to hit him on the elbow. That is going to load the bases. So first pitch, hit batter, loads the bases.
Well, that's become an ominous statement now.
So Schofield steps up with the bases loaded and one out. An opportunity here to do some more damage in this inning. First pitch to him is called strike.
It seems like a long inning, and we're still at one out.
Yeah. Little breaking ball is going to kind of knuckle. Gage going to throw it. Kind of backhands the throw to Peyton, and as he slid on the turf and makes the out.
And you see that a lot here, okay? A lot of times teams come here and play, and you see as soon as they get the first time they go to second, they slide past it. That time he comes off the mound to field a little slow roller, and as he's trying to break down and get down on the ball, he really loses his footing, kind of pitches it to Colton at the plate. And Colton had to do a good job of handling that ball and getting to the plate.
And so that saves a run.
Yeah.
And 2 outs, bases loaded for Cummings as he steps up to the plate, the leadoff batter. He's having a big day so far, 2 for 3 for the Golden Tigers.
It's really hard to defend the old swing and bunt, but we did it on that one.
Well, like you said, you could see Grant start to lose his balance, but was able to just make that flick to Peyton and get the out.
And he did it perfectly, thumb down, just out, just like they teach the veer.
Yep. Pitch it out. Pitch it out. So that's going to be a pop-up. Looks like it's going to go out of play. Has Davenport got room? I can't see.
Looks like he made it.
And he did. He made the catch over there, blocked by the first base dugout, but Davenport able to get us out of that inning.
No more damage.
So we're in the middle of the fourth inning with your score, Russellville 5, James Clemens 2. When we come back, we'll have the bottom of the fourth, James Clemens batters. You're listening to Jets Baseball and Play Action Sports.
Ever thought you'd like to have a nice privacy fence or deck, but thought it would be just too expensive? Think again. Woodard Decking and Fencing will have you throwing that backyard party before you know it. They offer top-quality wood, wrought iron, aluminum, chain link, and vinyl fencing, along with decks of any style at affordable prices. They'll treat your yard as if it were their own. Commercial services are available too. Woodard Decking and Fencing. Look them up on Facebook and see what they can do for you. You can also give Darryl a call at 256-652-9234. Woodard Decking and Fencing.
James Clemens Baseball right here on Play Action Sports as we're getting ready for the bottom of the fourth inning. Due up this inning is Mark Fort and Ramirez, and then back to the top of the order with Lawrence. And so looks like Russellville is going to stick with their pitcher White on the mound.
Yeah, why not? It's worked for you.
He's pitched 64 pitches in 3 innings.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to dance with the girl you came with.
That's right. So Mark Fort steps into the batter's box. Hayden. So takes a look at the first pitch. Misses ball 1.
Still that same zone.
Yep. 1-0 pitch. He's going to foul that one back for a for a strike. So 1-1 to Mark Fort. Here's the windup and the throw, swing and a miss. Whew. Must have taken a little bit off on that changeup.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit different velocity right there. One and 2, the count to Mark Fort. Here's the pitch. Little breaking ball. It's going to hit to the third baseman. He's going to give him some trouble. He's not able to field it. Shortstop comes up and backs him up. But Mark Fort, I'm going to call that one a single because that was a hard one. It's a hard-hit ball.
I say single on that one.
Single it is.
So single.
The press box consensus is that's a hit.
So we're going to call it a single there because it was just right in there. So Mark Fort with a leadoff single in the bottom of the fourth. And now Ramirez up to the plate. Ramirez with an opportunity to move Mark Ford around. There's going to be a pitch over there to first base, keeping Hayden honest over there. Bottom of the fourth inning, Russellville on top by 3. 5-2 is your score. That one is going to call strike. That looked like
Okay.
that outside zone.
Okay.
Little framing by the catcher there.
Hey.
Take them when you can get them.
Yeah.
So here we go.
I mean, way to be persistent with it.
So Mark Fort.
I got a lot of dates that way. Just keep asking.
Keep asking. Eventually wear them down.
I got a job like that once.
There you go.
Just kept showing up for an interview.
So 0-1 pitch. Cisco's going to put that one over there towards the gap, but the center fielder's going to get on his horse, run that one down,
Good range.
and make the catch out there in left center for an out.
It's a ball I thought might get down.
I did too. It was just kind of I think it hung up just a little too much.
Too high.
Too high. What do you mean too high?
Who cares? It's an out.
That's it. So, one out, runner at first. To the top of the order with Lawrence. So he steps up to the plate. Going to flick it over there again to Mark Fort. About to the point where I'm going to say that
You're okay with the rule now?
I'm about to be ready with the rule. some throws over to first. It's all right. There's another one.
All right, so if you're going to implement the rule, how many throws then per at bat?
Per
or you do per at bat or per runner?
I don't even know how Major League Baseball does it.
Your rule.
My rule?
Your rule.
I would say 4.
4 per
at bat.
Per at bat.
Yeah.
Okay. So this batter's out, it resets, even though the same runner is at first.
That's right.
Okay. 4 per at bat.
That's going to be a miss, too. So, ball there to Lawrence with a runner at first base, 1 out. I mean, is 4 too few?
No, I'm just curious what your – because we're at 3 right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious what your rule would be.
But see, now I know if I've got 3 over there, I'm going to take that extra step.
Well, here's my thing. If you give me 4 and I don't throw one in the first 3 pitches, I'm going to use my 4 every at bat.
Yeah, I got you.
So now I'm going to throw 4 in a row when I get a guy 2 strikes on a guy.
So you're just going to delay the game.
I'll hold it hostage.
I like it. No,
I'll hold
I'm
the
with
game
you.
hostage.
I'm with you.
And I'm not going to let you know I'm throwing all 4. I'm gonna come set on that 3rd one.
Okay.
We'll practice it.
That's going to be a knuckleball foul to Lawrence. 1 out. Mark Fort is at first base.
At the same time, though, if you put a set number on it and you expend those, and I'm the runner,
that's what they do.
And I'm the runner. Once you've spent all your throws there, now I know I can get the lead I want.
Yeah. So I would be curious to look at that rule, see how Major League Baseball is doing that.
And I can walk 18 feet from the bag if I want.
Yeah.
Because you can't throw back to first.
Yeah. So, well, they're not going to implement that in high school.
Probably should.
Swing and a miss. Throw over to first base. As Lawrence strikes out, they were trying to pick off Mark Fort after the swing and miss for out number 2. That brings up Kulovich, who had a big hit last at bat. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Scored a run. 5-2 your score. Bottom of the 4th inning. There's another throw to first.
Yeah, but we've reset batters now. So
So here's the pitch to Kulovich. Kulovich puts the bat on the ball. It's a high fly ball out to right field. Right fielder gets underneath it, makes the catch for out number 3. That'll do it for 4 innings. Your score, Russellville 5, James Clemens 2. We come back. We'll have the top of the fifth inning. You're listening to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports. Kirk Pierce bringing you the pitch-by-pitch action with Coach Bradley Kimbrough up here with me, softball coach at James Clemens right here. Tim Lambert, our producer. Coach, we've played 4 in Russellville. Last inning was big for them.
All off of one inning, really.
So up 5-2. But Grant Gage, the pitcher now for James Clemens, he came in for Hunter Harris in the last inning, was able to get us out of there. And now he's facing Vandiver, who is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. I don't know where that one missed, but called ball, so it must have been low.
Tim, go find out.
1-0 pitch. Misses on the outside corner. Ball 2.
I thought we had a camera down there field level. Off the dugout.
Swing and a miss for the strike. So 2-1 to Vandiver. Grant Gage, the pitcher. Here he throws. Fouled off for another strike.
I like it, though. Go right back to the same spot.
So 2-2 to Vandiver.
Now where are you going? Coming inside?
I think you do.
You going to change it up?
I think you jam him. See if you can get him to swing. That's what they did. Went inside, but it misses. Full count. So now the game begins.
The game within the game is always my favorite part.
Gage with the windup, pitching from the stretch, misses outside. Ball 4 puts Vandiver on the base. So leadoff walk again. We've done that quite a bit.
That's really been our nemesis today, walks in general, but certainly leading off the innings.
So now Langston, 1 for 3 on the afternoon against James Clemens today. With a runner at first, nobody out in the top of the 5th inning with a 5-2 lead for Russellville over James Clemens. Gage pitching from the stretch, throws, bunt, misses, strike, throws down to first base. Runner gets back safely.
It drives me insane when you miss a bunt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just oh gosh, it just tears me up inside.
It does. It's
the easiest thing in our game to do is get a bunt down. When you miss one,
it's one of the hardest things to teach younger kids because they don't understand the physics and where they need to hold it. And so, but you're right. As you get older, it becomes just, it becomes systematic.
Oh, my goodness.
So here's the pitch. Going to be popped up to center field as Cook's going to make the catch out there for the out. The runner at first stays at first base. So 1 out, 1 runner on.
And that's all we need right now.
Yeah, just keep making the routine plays. Roman's up to the plate. He's the cleanup batter. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Had some walks. First pitch to him, low and in the dirt for ball 1. Gage takes a look over at first base to the runner. He's going to throw it over there. Davenport gets it, throws it right back, keeping everybody honest. Pitch number 1 over there. Got 3 left.
Got 3 left.
I'm making up rules, people. I'm making up rules. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. So 1-1. I'm making up rules.
Yeah, I think ultimately the reason you can't do that is because once you do reach a limit, you're just going to steal.
Right. Yeah. And
Or you're going to halfway steal.
Yeah. I think in professional baseball, it's a little bit different. The accuracy and things of that nature probably play into that. But, yeah. In baseball, the gamesmanship in high school and even in college is coaches are looking for those little
Yeah, because
opportunities.
what we will do after that is if we –
That's going to be hit out to left field. It's going to bounce off the wall for a base hit. The runner is rounding second, going to slide into third as Romans gets a stand-up double. And now we have runners at second and third with one out in the top of the fifth.
Hey, you smoked that ball.
It was a really good hit out there right over Kolovich's head. He just wasn't able to get a beat on that one.
Now batting number 7, Spurgeon.
Yeah, if I spend my number of picks from the pitcher, I'm just going to throw pitch outs now and have the catcher try and pick you off.
So here's the windup to the batter, Spurgeon, for ball 1.
Good pitch.
That was going to be nice, right in there in the zone for a called strike. So 1-1 to Spurgeon. Here's the windup in the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh man, had a little juice on that one.
That's a really good job of just changing speeds.
So 1-2 the count to Spurgeon. Gage in there to pitch. Another little hit out to center field. Cook's going to get it, beat in, throw it. Peyton's going to come up, cut it off. Run's going to score on a tag up from third to increase the lead by 4. Your score 6-2, Russellville.
That's what you can do once you build a lead is just look to score 1 run an inning.
Runner stays at second base. So 2 outs, runner at second for White, the pitcher for Russellville. Inside pitch, misses, ball 1. White's 0 for 1 with some walks as well. Here's the pitch. Misses high, ball 2. Two and 0 the count. Gage throws right down the middle, strike 1.
Good pitch.
Two and 1 on the way. That's going to be fouled backwards towards us. Yeah, you heard it. I should have dove.
You could have made that play.
I think I could have. 2 and 2 after the foul ball with 2 outs to White. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. Throw down to third base on the steal. Gets by Geis. And that pass ball is going to score another run.
I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like Colton come up and made a good throw.
Just wasn't able
I
to.
didn't see how it was handled, so I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, just didn't look like guys could get the glove on it. And that pitch right there is going to put White on first base with that walk. So 2 outs. Russellville with a 7-2 lead in the top of the 5th. 1 runner on first. And now your batter is the 7th batter, Johns. Comes in at 1 and 2. He's walked, lined out to the right fielder, and singled to the left fielder in his last at bat. Check swing, called strike. So 0 and 1. That's going to be hit right up the middle. It's going to take a bounce off of the
Nice break.
pitcher's mound, and Ramirez able to catch it off that bounce.
Hit the rubber and gave us a chance to make a play on it.
So he throws it over to Andrew Lawrence, and they make the fielder's choice out, force out at second base to end the top of the fifth. Your score, 7, James Clemens 2. When we come back, we'll have James Clemens Baseball right here on Play Action Sports.
North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously.
We're back here at the Jetsplex for this afternoon's ball game between James Clemens and the visiting Russellville Golden Tigers, and Russellville with a 7-2 lead as we get ready for the bottom of the fifth inning. Leading us off, the catcher, Colton Payton. Coach, got to get those runs going.
We've got to hit. That's pretty much where it's at right now. We've given up too much with walks. I mean, it's not like we're playing poorly. It's not like we're pitching poorly, but too many walks. And then Russellville had the big inning there. We've got to combat that.
So White still on the mound for the Golden Tigers. His pitch to Payton is misses outside, ball one. And, you know, White, we talked about this during the break. It's not that he's dominating.
No.
He's just, you know, we're just not putting the bat on the ball where it needs to go, making those base hits.
But he's been effective.
He has.
He's changing eye levels. He's moving the ball around. That's what you got to do. Anybody out there, effective way to call pitches or to pitch successfully, change locations, change speeds, change eye levels. That's pretty much the essence of it. You don't have to be overpowering.
So 1-1's the count to Payton. He's going to let that one go by, and that's a called strike two.
But that's a good take.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little low, a little outside, a little on that outside corner.
Well, but being down this many runs, you want to see us have some patient at bats right here. We need base runners.
It's not desperate.
No.
So that one misses outside for ball two.
Don't go up there and cheat yourself by hacking at the first or second pitch and dribbling it somewhere for an easy out.
And that's a hard thing to tell a lot of young players, to the patience at the plate. And that's a swing. Oh, foul ball. So 2-2 the count still to Payton. But yeah, when you talk about patience, I mean, you know, kids they go up there thinking they got to swing at the first pitch they see.
No, no, you're down runs, especially late in the game. Go up there and have a really patient, long at bat.
So 2-2 count to Payton. He's going to foul that one off. Stays 2-2 as White has pitched 82 pitches in just over 4 innings.
He's working.
He is, and you know, if Payton can get on base, it'd be great. But right here, he's making him work for this out, one way or the other. So here's the pitch. That's a curveball, breaks inside, misses.
Might have got a break on that one.
So full count to Payton. Let's see what happens here. He's going to put that one in the air. Is it going to drop foul? So still remains full count, but good idea to go down that right field line.
Coming off the bat, I thought that ball had a lot more pop than that.
So it kind of died in the air out there.
Yeah.
But another QAB here.
I hear you going with the acronym.
You like that?
Yeah.
I do
some
some work.
Chart work.
I do some work within the space industry over here in Huntsville.
Good
so that
bat.
pass ball gets Payton on base as he's going to run hard to first base. Maybe think about making a turn.
Good at
but
bat.
He doesn't. Yeah, quality at bat there by Payton. And so he's going to be subbed out by Stinson, it looks like. Is that Stinson? Comes in. As Geis steps up to the plate. Stinson comes in as the courtesy runner.
Same thing right here. Have the same approach.
As Geis fouls off the first pitch he sees. 0-1 pitch to Nate Geis. Got a runner at first. That's going to miss outside for ball 1.
Although he tried to bring that in.
He did. He tried to frame it. He got lucky with one a while ago. He framed one.
I give him props on that one.
So White about to throw his 88th pitch. And that one's low for ball 2. I'm going to be honest with you. I imagine Coach Smith not going to leave White out there much longer.
No, not if it trends this way. But you've got several runs to play with.
Yep. So here's the pitch. Going to foul that one back as well. Everybody's getting underneath him.
Just missing this ball.
We've been able to put the bat on the ball. All of our batters have, just not put them in play. There's lots of fouls.
We've timed some good ones up too.
Yep.
Anytime you're hitting the press box, you know you're squaring that ball up. You're just
right underneath. So here's the pitch. Gonna foul ball again.
Your timing's good. You just
2-2. So guys, working that quality at bat as well. That's gonna be my new one. I like that. I'm gonna keep using it. QAB.
That's QAB.
QAB.
The quab.
All right, here we go. 2-2 pitch.
Good.
Going to leave that one alone.
Good
that was hard to let go by, but
it's tough.
So that takes it to a full count, and Geis has worked White deep into this count again.
Is Brody going on this pitch?
I think he might be. Nope. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. But 92 pitches so far for White. So I don't know. He might be if he's a senior, he can go a little further.
You're asking the wrong person.
I think he's 11th and 12th grade. They've got a higher pitch count.
We're going to roll the same stud out there every game.
That's what I'm talking about. So throw over there to first base. Stinson gets back. Marsh is your batter. 1 for 2. Drove in a run earlier in the ball game. Oh, man, on the inside corner. Stinson kind of looked back at the ump. Just accepted it. So called strike looking. 0-1 count to Marsh. Marsh going to find that gap right over there past first base. Going to roll out to right field as Stinson's going to hold up at second. So runners at first and second with another really good at bat there.
Yeah, get a pitch that you like. He turns on that one. Just out of the reach of the first baseman.
So now with Davenport stepping up to the plate, you've got runners at first and second. Got some speed both ways out there on the bases. So Davenport gets this ball in play. Might be able to do some damage here and chip away at that 5-run deficit.
Yeah, we don't have to get them all back.
High miss on the first pitch, ball 1. 1-0 pitch to Davenport. Stinson at second. Marsh at first. Low in the dirt. Ball 2.
Good job. Now you got a hitter's count. You can be extremely picky.
4 pitches away from the century mark for White. Swing and a miss. Oh, he caught a foul on that one. She said, ump said that tipped it. So 2-1 count. It's going to be a knuckle bunt. It's going to be fielded by the first baseman. He's going to tag Davenport, but that's going to advance the runners to second and third. So, fielder's choice. Everybody moves.
Still productive at bat.
So a ground ball there. With Cook stepping up to the plate. So I think Coach Smith is going to walk out there, adjust his defense a little bit. But you got White with 98 pitches. And almost 5 innings. 4 innings. Breaking ball. Well, he still looks like he's good, though. Called strike.
He's still throwing well.
Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball again. Strike 2. Same spot, same pitch. I don't know if you noticed this, but Tim's got Superman tennis shoes on. I just want to point that out in the middle of this ball game.
Because he is Superman.
He is. 0-2 pitch to Cook. And he left that one hanging a little too much. Is he going to go back, pass over the left fielder's head? That's going to score 1 run. Here comes another one as Marsh scores. So 2-run RBI by Cook to make the score 7-4.
Tell you what's ironic is Coach Jeff Smith adjusted his outfield. I think he put the guy right in position where that ball was going to be hit, but as he's going back, he misplayed the ball.
Just kept on drifting.
He kept on going.
So able to get 2 runs there off of that RBI double by Cook.
Man, if
brings
we could
up
get
Mark
a third.
Yeah, if we can just get him up here. That's a high pitch for pitch number 102 for White. So 7-4 your score in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Mark Fort's going to let that one go by, called strike. So 1-1. One and 1 pitch on the way to Mark Fort. There's a steal. As Cook's going to slide safely into third base. Head first. A little a la Pete Rose, if you will.
Yeah, I like it.
Little Johnny Hustle right there.
Got to have dinner with Pete Rose 2 years ago, and that's an experience.
I bet. I bet.
That guy.
Probably has a story or two.
Or 5,000. and I'm going to tell you something else. Pete Rose thinks a lot of Pete Rose.
I bet he does.
He thinks very highly of Pete Rose.
Little Johnny Hustle.
At 81 years old, he felt like he was better than most of the players playing right now.
So Mark Fort still battling up there with a 2-strike count against him. Fouls that one off of the visitor dugout, top of the visitor dugout. 1-2 with 2 outs, runner at third base. Sure will be nice to get another run in and not leave another runner stranded.
Right here to pick up one more run this inning.
Here's the pitch. He's going to,
and that might do it.
He's going to drop. No! The right fielder was able to come up and make the play on that line drive, but not before James Clemens puts a couple of runs on the board to decrease that deficit a little bit by 3. Your score, Russellville 7, James Clemens 4. You're listening to Jets Baseball on Play Action Sports.
Here's what's on the Jets' radar. Tomorrow, the varsity baseball team is scheduled to host Athens in another game heard on PASnetwork.net. On Saturday, they will be at home against Father Ryan in Etowah. Monday, the freshman and JV teams welcome Sparkman. Games at home on Tuesday include varsity baseball against Priceville, JV baseball versus the other school, tennis teams taking on Huntsville, and varsity boys soccer facing Grissom. The Lady Jets varsity and JV softball and soccer teams will go to Florence. On Wednesday, varsity softball and baseball teams welcome Austin and Holdville. We'll be back with more James Clemens coverage from Play Action Sports.
If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to PASnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. You can also subscribe to the Play Action Sports podcast and listen to it on your favorite platform like iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify, or ask Alexa or Google to open the Play Action Sports podcast, keeping you up to date on Athens and Limestone County sports. Play Action Sports.
You're listening to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports as we get ready for the top of the 6th inning. Russellville with a 3-run lead on the James Clemens Jets, 7-4. New pitcher on the mound for the Jets, Preston Chenoweth. He is the 6'1 senior, facing his first at batter, Boutwell. So Chenoweth is first pitch misses outside for ball 1. So 1-0 pitch. Now it's going to be blooped out into, again, no man's land right there.
Second ball today there in the Bermuda Triangle.
Between center field and right field, and that one just falls for a base hit, leadoff base hit.
Nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing you can do to defend those. In our season opener against New Hope, we gave up about 9.
9 of those?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those little things you got to drop and keep it in front of you. So now we're at the number 9 batter in the lineup, Schofield for Russellville. He's going to look at the first pitch, and that's a called strike. So, top of the 6th, Russellville 7, James Clemens 4. Runner at first, no outs. 0-1 pitch on the way to Schofield. He's going to swing at that one. I don't even think he really wanted to swing, but he did anyway.
Of course he did.
He didn't really want to swing.
You're up a couple runs. You got a runner on. It's time to be aggressive. Wind's blowing out. This is my time to shine.
I hear you. Here's the pitch. That looked good from up here, but again, we're not behind the plate, so misses ball 1. So 1-2 the count. One-two pitch. That's going to fall right there. Oh, Ramirez able to get
Spin.
it. Makes
Got
the
him.
throw. I
Nice
tell
play.
you, backhanded. Just able to set his feet and make that throw to first base.
A couple big things. Having to give that much ground into short right center and then to be able to spin and make that throw in time. That's a big play.
That's a huge play. That's dun-dun-dun right there.
Get him in Sports Center.
I think they're just saying.
I'm good with it.
Could be a top 10 right there. Here we go. So 1 out, runner at second. Pitch to Cummings, called strike. That's going to be hit over there to Ramirez again, and he's going to have a hard time fielding it. Did he make the catch, make the throw? And he did. So 2 hit to him, and he's making some good plays there at second base.
Man, he corralled that one. Sliding on his side, uses, I think, both chest muscles to knock it down, and then get up and make the play.
Now, Boutwell does advance to third base, but with 2 outs, Vanderveer comes up. He is hitless on the afternoon. Couple of walks. Flew out to shortstop. Now he's got one right there in front. Oh, Ramirez with a diving catch to make the out.
Talk about Superman shoes. Full extension there. He went flying for that one.
Well, Ramirez at second base made all 3 outs there to get us out of that inning. So when we come back, we'll have the bottom of the 6th inning. Russellville 7, James Clemens 4. You're listening to Jets Baseball on Play Action Sports.
When you're searching for a home or selling your current one, you want guidance from someone you trust. Fallon Sloan at Capstone Realty has been an active member of the Madison-Huntsville area for many years and has a passion for hard work, integrity, and client service. Fallon is a Madison resident, so she's got her finger on the pulse of the community. Check out her listings online at Fallon Sloan, that's FALLONSLONE.choosecapstone.com, or call her at 256-755-0269. Fallon Sloan at Capstone Realty.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports. We get ready for the bottom of the 6th inning. Russellville with a 7-4 lead over James Clemens at the moment. And they put a new pitcher on the mound. That's going to be the leadoff batter. That's Cummings. And he's going to be the new pitcher here to start off the bottom of the 6th for Russellville. You can always look for the Play Action Sports Report, results, announcements, and a special guest each and every week. It drops every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform like iTunes, Amazon, Google, and more. You can also hear it on your Alexa or Google device, or hear it online on PASnetwork.net.
You killed that one.
I did. It's all about how you can read.
And the delivery.
Kids, don't ever think that reading is not important.
It's everything.
It's key. It is key. That and lunch. So leading us off this inning is going to be the star of the top of the 6th Francisco Ramirez.
Defensive MVP of the game so far.
I'll tell you, 3 spectacular plays there to get those 3 outs and save a run.
Yeah, none of them were routine at all.
I mean, definitely saved a run, potentially more if they'd been able to get some runners on, another runner on. He's going to square the bunt. He's going to pull back, and it's going to be a ball. So ball 1 to Ramirez.
We talked about being patient the last inning. Definitely here with a new pitcher.
So miss is there on a called strike. So 1-1. He's going to pop that one up. It's high, playable. Shortstop's going to come up, make the catch for out number 1. So back to the top of the order with Lawrence.
Top of the order is a good place to be.
Down by 3, 1 out. See if we can get Lawrence to replicate what he did the first inning with that leadoff triple to start this game. And he came out swinging on that one. Foul ball over, almost gets over in your field, Coach, but hits off the yellow.
We collect a few baseballs from time to time.
Yeah, we noticed that last week when y'all were playing and we were playing over here, and that's going to be a nice little rope out there to left field as Lawrence is going to get another hit on the day. He's going to round first and kind of check up a little bit, go back to first for a single. So runner on there for Andrew Lawrence.
Let's put about 4 of those together.
So Brooks Kulovich steps up, 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Scored the first run, I believe, for James Clemens after his initial hit. Struck out the first at bat, but since then, he's tried to stay pretty consistent. Got a runner on first, and Lawrence. Kulovich steps away, takes it ball 1. So the pitcher looks over at first base. Throws it down, ball 2 to Kulovich. 7-4 your score. Both teams 8 hits apiece. Russellville's just able to put 3 more runs on the board than James Clemens up to this point in the game. Outside pitch misses 3-0 is the count to Kulovich.
Let's make this guy throw a strike to us first.
So 3-0. There's no way he's got the green light. We can tell.
Hey, let's still make him throw a strike. He hasn't yet.
Yeah. I'd hold him up right here. 3-1 pitch on the way to Kulovich. It's going to hit him in the back. So we got runners on first and second with the catcher, Peyton. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. He's had a couple of walks, grounded into a fielder's choice earlier in the ball game. Now here's an opportunity for him to get another run on the board for the Jets, as Lawrence does have a little bit of speed.
I'll tell you what you will not see in this situation is a hit and run. Because Coach Johnson hates them.
Hates a hit and run.
We had a long conversation last night about how he does not like hit and run.
Well, see, that's insider information that you bring to the table here.
I don't know if I should share that, but
well, that's okay.
If you're playing James Clemens, don't look for any hit and run situations.
So Peyton's going to call time, step out of the box.
What you might see is a double steal.
You got enough speed out there in the dirt to do that between Lawrence and Kulovich. So here's the pitch. He's going to foul that inside pitch off for strike 2.
I would think if you anticipate him throwing Colton outside on the next pitch, double steal would be a great play.
So 0-2 count. to Peyton. That's going to go behind him.
No need.
Everybody's going to run. So
it works out just like we drew it up.
So everybody, that's a wild pitch going to be assigned to Cummings on that one as two runners advance on the bases. So runners at second and third with Lawrence at third, Kulovich at second. Peyton with a 1-2 count opportunity to drive one, potentially 2 runs in.
He needs to really tighten up right here. He don't have to drive runs in. He just has to put the ball in play.
And he does. He gets that out to center field, so 1 run's going to score. Kulovich rounding third on his horse, scores standing up. So 2-run RBI single there by Peyton to bring the score 7-6 in the bottom of the 6th. Big at bat right there for Peyton.
It is big, especially for him, because I know something he struggled with last year was feeling like he had to come up with a big hit in a lot of situations. And it's something you work on. Is sometimes contact is the best thing you can do. And in that situation right there, just putting the ball in play, you're going to score 1, possibly 2. And good for us, we scored 2.
So Nate Geis is your batter. We've got Brody Stinson courtesy running for Peyton. First pitch misses, ball 1.
I didn't think it missed his knee at all, but
so 1-0. These next 2 batters, big-time batters for the James Clemens Jets. That's a called strike on the outside corner. You got Geis, you got Marsh. Got some opportunities here to tie or take the lead.
You'd like to take the lead right here. Not have to go into the 7th trying.
So only have 1 out. There's a throw over to first. Stinson able to dive back. One pitch on the way to Nate Geis. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. And he's going to have a base hit out there to left field. And that's going to put Stinson over at second. So a nice single right there. 2 in a row.
Yeah, and you can't ask for much better now. Ty coming up on the other side of the plate with your runners. He got a better shot to hit behind these guys.
So now, Ty Marsh, 2 for 3. 2 singles. He had a strikeout earlier, and they're going to sub him out or have a courtesy runner for him. And that's Caleb Wilson, number 6 for the Jets. So Coach Johnson making some changes, getting some speed out there on the base path.
Yeah, speed kills. Can't coach it. Hard to defend it.
So here we go. So runners at first and second, 1 out with Ty Marsh and his hot bat up there at the plate.
Yeah, stay hot.
So here's the pitch. It's low, misses, ball 1.
Gosh, if he can pull this just to the left side of the pitcher.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a huge gap between short and third because they're holding.
I was looking between short and second.
I mean, short and second. But you've got.
And they're not pitching him there either. They're going to try to give him that opportunity. But your center fielder's shaded. Your second baseman's cheated up now.
No. So Coach Smith's going to come out here to the mound and try to make a change. And it's probably the wise choice, don't you think?
Well, from our standpoint, I'd like to see this same guy for about 2 more batters. But for Russellville's sake, probably the best choice is to bring in a different arm.
So 2-0 count to him. We'll see if they make a pitching change, and if they do, we'll take a quick break. But you got to like the way the bats come around right here.
Hey, we talked about quality at bats,
That's
right?
right?
Being patient up there, finding something that you can actually do something with. So we had some balls put in play, hard balls put in play, or balls put in the gap.
Well, Coach Smith is going to keep Cummings on the mound.
And it could be a stall tactic, waiting on this guy to get ready.
Yep.
I mean, you got a guy in the bullpen over here. Let's just kind of stall it up.
So you've got Ty Marsh with a 2-0 count to him. As Cummings takes a look at second base. That's going to fall in there for a strike. So 2-1. Stinson at second. Got Wilson at first. Swing and a miss. Boy, he wanted that one.
Yeah. First time they've come in on
Yeah.
him. And he knew he had a chance to really get the barrel around on that ball.
It slid right by him. So 2-2 the count to Marsh. Foul that one back.
Way to stay in there and fight.
So again, you got Davenport on deck for the Jets.
Gosh.
2-2.
I mean, if he can find the gap there, right?
Oh,
to the left of the pitcher.
Yeah.
Gosh almighty.
Just a little bit off the end of the bat would be beautiful right here. He's going to foul that one out of play.
Got baseballs everywhere on this
Well,
field.
I tell you what, man, we got a little bit of travel ball action over here on the practice field. Looks like it's a game going on. So you gotta love it. 2-2. Marsh. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Cummings able to get out of that batter. But Davenport steps up to the plate. He's 0-3 on the afternoon with 2 runners on and 2 outs.
Sounds like he's due.
I think so. I mean, he's flown out both times. He's flown out and grounded out. He flew out to center, flew out to right, and grounded out to the first baseman in his last at bat. So he just needs one to drop. Don't let that one go by for ball 1.
When are we going to try and move these runners?
So you got Stinson at second base. You got Wilson, Caleb Wilson, the junior, at first. That one's low. Ooh, oh no, that's going to be a called strike.
You got to quit calling it early.
I do. I tell you. I got to be more patient at the plate. Is that what it is, Coach?
Good call. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. All right, Cummings with the 1-1 pitch.
Good.
That one's outside. That one kind of rolled around a little bit before the catcher got it. Threw it back to the pitcher. Not a whole lot of drama, but just enough to perk our ears up just a little bit and see what's going on. 2-1 pitch. Davenport right there to second base, and it does. It gets out to right field. One run's going to score. Stinson's coming in. He's going to stand up as Wilson's going to hold up at third base. Davenport's going to dive back to first base. They missed an opportunity because the first baseman had his back to to Wilson over there at third. Davenport with a huge RBI single.
Big time. Yep. He's definitely due one. Good at bat right there. Tied the game.
So 7-7 your score as Cook 2 for 3 on the afternoon with an opportunity to drive in a run for the lead.
If Aiden comes up with another big hit, that's a huge night for him. He's already had a pretty good game.
Cummings is still on the mound. Still some action out there in the visitors' bullpen. Cummings has pitched 28 pitches in this inning so far. Here's the pitch, misses inside, ball 1 to Cook. Aiden Cook, the 5'9 junior. Center field. Here's the pitch to him. It's going to be outside, ball 2. So you got Markford on deck for the Jets. if Cook's able to get on base with 2 outs, the bottom of the 6th. That's going to be a called strike. So 2-1.
I think it's a good hold there.
Yeah. I mean, make him pitch because he has not.
That's right.
He's not been consistent with his pitches. And we've been able to capitalize this inning with 3 runs so far. He's going to throw it over there to first base to put Davenport back over there at first. And he slides back with no problem. Uses all of his frame to get back over there. 6'3" frame at Luke Davenport. Also plays first base. Here's the pitch. Inside hits him. Cook hit on the shoulder, so that's going to load the bases right there with Mark Fort coming up to bat. 1-2 on the afternoon. Had a single and a hard ground ball that their third baseman wasn't able to field.
We'll take another hard ground ball.
Yeah. And so they're going to keep Cummings out there on the mound.
Because anything gets through here, we're going to try and score 2.
So everybody's up here. We'll take anything we can do to get Mark Fort on first base. Hit by pitch. He probably don't want to get hit by one, but he'd take it. He'd take one for the team. Here we go. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Hayden Markfort is your batter. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Markfort called timeout, so that was a no pitch, but it was a strike pitch. So no pitch there.
It's a good timeout then.
That was a solid timeout. So here's the pitch to Markfort. Bases loaded. That's going to get by the catcher. As Wilson's going to come in. He's going to take the lead with that base on that pass ball. Everybody's going to advance. As Davenport's going to move over to third. And Cook is going to move over to second base. 2 outs. James Clemens takes the lead 8-7 with 4 runs scored in this inning. And an opportunity to put some more on there. That one's going to be a called strike on the inside. So 1-1 to Markfort. Yeah, that definitely didn't want to call that one or just wasn't sure. So
a little indecisive.
Yep. That's going to be a high fly ball out to right field. Right fielder's he's got to get on his horse, and it falls on the ground. Falls on the ground, so that's going to score 1 run, score another run on that single blooper out there to right field. So 2 RBI single for Markfort as James Clemens takes a 3-run lead.
Give him credit. He sold out, trying to make an out. 2 outs, trying to get out of the inning right there. Couldn't come up with it clean.
So nice at bat there. But now we get Cisco Ramirez, if I'm not mistaken, started this off. That's a pitch out right there. At least that's what we're going to call it because that was high and outside.
He was our first out of the inning, wasn't he?
Yep. But since then, we've been able to capitalize and score 6 runs. 10-7 is your score. Ramirez is going to square to bunt and let that one go by for another strike.
Defensive bunt.
So 1-1. Bottom of the 6th. 10-7 is your score. 2 outs. Runner at first with Ramirez up to bat. And he's going to put the ball in play to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to make a long throw to first base. And they're going to call him out. Coach Johnny Johnson
very close play.
Threw his arms out there as safe, but Mom says he was out. So
that's the inning we've been waiting on.
That is. 6 runs scored that inning. When we come back, we'll have the top of the 7th. James Clemens on top, 10-7. You're listening to Jets Baseball on Play Action Sports.
It's a double play with Woodard Decking and Fencing. Whether you need top quality wood, wrought iron, aluminum, chain link, or vinyl fencing, or a deck in any style, they'll treat your yard as if it were their own and at an affordable price. Commercial services are available too. Make the safe call with Woodard Decking and Fencing, 256-652-9234, or look them up on Facebook and see what they can do for you. Woodard Decking and Fencing. Want to howl with the Havoc this season? Now's your chance from Tailgate Talk and the Huntsville Havoc. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and register your name. Then listen to Tailgate Talk Saturday mornings at 10 as we announce the weekly winners of Huntsville Havoc tickets. Howl with the Havoc this season from the Huntsville Havoc, Tailgate Talk, and 1080 WKAC.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports. Kirk Pierce, Brad Kimbrew, and Tim Lambert, our producer.
And the crew.
And the whole crew up here, the press box crew, loving it up here. Got the jet blue uniforms on. James Clemens got a 3-run lead, 10-7. For the top of the 7th, we've got a pitch and change. We're going to take Andrew Lawrence off a shortstop. We're going to put him on the bump, and we're going to put Mr. Drinkwater. He's going to go to shortstop, and that's number 31 for Matthew Drinkwater for the James Clemens Jets. So you've got Langston stepping up to the plate for Russellville.
Here he is again. And I think he's seen a different pitcher almost every time.
Just about, yeah. So he's going to foul this one off out of play. That was going to miss low and outside for ball 1. So 1-1, the count to Langston. Langston 1 for 4 on the afternoon. Misses outside, ball 2.
Good pitch.
Swing and a miss. Beautiful. Had a little break on that one. Langston wasn't able to catch up with that. So 2-2. Ah, man, he's trying to go that outside corner. Misses. Ball 3, full count to Langston.
Let's just make them hit it. Make them earn it right here.
Let your defense do some, get us out of this inning and get us out of this game. Let's put him in the books. Here we go. There's the pitch. Misses outside, ball 4. So leadoff runner, again, goes to first.
I mean, at this point, why bust up the trend?
Yeah. it's been consistent for 7 almost
If
7
we're
years.
going to stick with it, I mean, let's not I mean, don't wait till the 7th inning to bust up or something.
Yeah, stay consistent. So Romans, the cleanup in the lineup for Russellville. The runner on first. He's going to foul that one out of play for strike 1. Now, the Jets All-In campaign has been set up to help various athletic programs here at James Clemens. All you need to do, if you need some more information about donating, go visit us online at jcathletics.net. It's a high pitch, misses, ball. So 1-1 the count to coach that All-In campaign. It's huge.
All right, it's huge for us because it helps finance so much stuff, and it's hard for every sport to come up with just the funds to operate in some cases. So if you're willing to contribute on any level, yeah, join that Jets All-In campaign, and you can specify which sport or extracurricular activity or group that you want your contribution to go to, or if you want it to be at the discretion of our athletic director, you can do that as well.
So drop third strike, swing and miss.
He's out.
He is out because first base was occupied. So out number 1 on that strikeout by Lawrence. Langston did move over to second base. Is it a discussion? So that's what the ump's doing. They are having a discussion out there. They're going to put him back at first base. Yeah, so he is out. So 1 out, Langston.
That's always an interesting argument because by rule, he doesn't have to go back to first.
Yeah.
I always made the argument that my guy was stealing and first base was not occupied, so both should be safe. And some will go with it.
So inside pitch catches that corner. Wow, that's a great pitch there by Lawrence.
Very.
So called strike to Spurgeon. With 1 out, runner at first. James Clemens, three-run lead, 10-7 in the top of the 7th. Misses. Almost caught him on that shoulder. Ball 1. I think Spurgeon was kind of looking to see if that glanced him a little bit. And it did not. That's going to be a high fly ball hit out to center field. Cook backpedaling. Gets a glove on the ball, on the warning track, throws it into the cutoff man. 2 outs, runner at first. That's what we want.
That's
right there.
all we need right there. Ball's in play, make an out.
So Lawrence facing the starting pitcher for the Russellville Golden Tigers, White. The left-handed batter facing the right-handed pitcher. It's a high ball, misses outside, ball 1. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Had a little extra grease on that one.
Looked good.
Movement. Yes. Be curious to see how that one registered on the radar gun. 1-1 pitch. Misses a little high for ball 2. Runner at first, 2 outs, 2-1 is the count. Inside pitch called strike. 2-2 to White. See if he throws the pitcher that his dad taught him. So White calls timeout as everybody adjusts real quick and steps back into the batter's box. So here, pitching from the stretch is Lawrence with a runner at first. Throws it, runner's moving. First base, Davenport gets that one, makes the out. That's going to do it for this ball game. James Clemens able to come back in the bottom of the 6th inning, score 6 runs to take the lead and ultimately the win. 10-7, your final score. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have some stats. Try to get Coach Johnny Johnson up here. I don't know. We'll see. You never know. He's an enigma when it comes to that.
Yeah, well, he can be forgetful, but it's
okay.
a lot going on.
Well, there's a lot going on.
I'm betting he'll be here.
I think so, too. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have some more stuff for you. You're listening to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports.
North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously. When you're searching for a home or selling your current one, you want guidance from someone you trust. Fallon Sloan at Capstone Realty has been an active member of the Madison-Huntsville area for many years and has a passion for hard work, integrity, and client service. Fallon is a Madison resident, so she's got her finger on the pulse of the community. Check out her listings online at Fallon Sloan, that's FALLONSLONE.choosecapstone.com, or call her at 256-755-0269. Fallon Sloan at Capstone Realty. It's a double play with Woodard Decking and Fencing. Whether you need top quality wood, wrought iron, aluminum, chain link, or vinyl fencing, or a deck in any style, they'll treat your yard as if it were their own, and at an affordable price. Commercial services are available too. Make the safe call with Woodard Decking and Fencing, 256-652-9234, or look them up on Facebook and see what they can do for you. Woodard Decking and Fencing.
Timeout.
Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the AHSAA and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to pasnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. You can also subscribe to the Play Action Sports podcast and listen to it on your favorite platform like iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify, or ask Alexa or Google to open the Play Action Sports podcast, keeping you up to date on Athens and Limestone County sports. Play Action Sports.
He's good.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports. Your final score, James Clemens 10, Russellville Golden Tigers 7. And kind of an eventful game there, Coach Kimbrough, as Coach Johnny Johnson picked up a historical milestone here today.
Yeah, big milestone for any coach. 300 wins.
Yeah.
All right, and for him, it's probably special for a number of reasons, but one, it comes against one of his favorite guys that he ever coached.
Right.
That now the head coach at Russellville. Of course, being at home, that's always special too, and that's fun coming off having a big weekend there,
Sure.
and then coming back first game during spring break. That's big for him. So congratulations to him and to all the guys and the staff. That's a big time.
Well, it's just a continuation of the program. I mean, I know this is a culmination of all of his every places he's coached, but he's the winningest baseball coach over here at James Clemens,
right?
In their history, and so just continuing the tradition of sports here. We talked about that a little earlier. Baseball, football, softball, all of the athletics here in Madison City, and the support of this community is huge.
Yeah, it is, and the coaches that we have across the athletic department, the way they work together too and support each other. I'll say that about Coach Johnson, who's been super helpful and supportive of us, as well as multiple sports. He does for a lot of sports, obviously calling the football games and helping out as much as he can with Coach McGee, and then he does PA for basketball, and then he helps us softball. We share so much stuff together, and he helps out. So really glad to see that guy doing well and achieve another milestone. And for people that don't know, who aren't around the program, that guy works so hard. It does a great job with our kids and the way that he structures everything and does everything. His staff loves him, his kids love him, his parents love him, and he does a great job.
Well, that goes the same for you. I know Johnny would say the same thing for you and what you do with the softball program, but I think that it's obvious. When you come over here to the Jetsplex, you see how much work is put in, not just from the coaches, but also the volunteers, the parents, the players.
Yeah.
It's a commitment.
Oh, no doubt. It's got to be a commitment. And we want it to be that way. We want expectations high, and we want people to see that there is a commitment. If you want to be a part of it, it should mean something to you.
Absolutely.
And the people that are involved, I think it does mean something to them.
So when you look at the stats, Coach, I mean, I don't know. We're hoping Coach Johnny Johnson get up
he's
here
coming up
to be able to talk to us. But just looking at some of the stats, Wheeler, Satchel Wheeler started off. He pitched 3 innings.
I think he pitched well.
He had a few strikeouts, gave up some hits, mostly walks, but he only had 2 earned runs assigned to him. But he pitched well to start us off.
When you look at this game overall, what I see is a tale of 2 innings. Right? I mean, the both teams were super eerily similar throughout the entire game, with the exception of 2 innings. Russellville's big inning came with 3 runs.
That's right.
James Clemens' big inning came in the 6th with 6 runs.
That's right.
And ultimately, that's what ends up being the difference in the score is those 3 runs. So, I mean, those 2 different innings were the tale of the entire game, because the rest of the game, they were pretty similar. You're talking about teams out of 2 different classifications, but you're talking about 2 really, really well coached, and then 2 teams that have both been very successful in the past few years. So there's pretty good baseball overall.
Yeah.
Neither team's going to tell you that was their best display of baseball tonight, but overall still pretty good baseball.
Satchel, he had 6 walks on the evening in 3 innings, but he did strike. He led us with strikeouts, so he had 4 strikeouts. Like I said, 2 earned runs, and then the other pitchers that came in, you had Harris come in. He gave up 3 bases on balls, 1 strikeout. Gage gave up 2 bases on balls. Chenoweth came in, pitched well.
Did what he was supposed to do.
And then Lawrence finished the game with a nice little save there.
Came in and closed like he's supposed to.
Did his job and
yes.
had gave up one base on balls, but a strikeout and finished the game there. And his defense was able. And when you talk about defense, I mean, look at Ramirez over there at second base making some spectacular plays.
One inning alone, he made Sports Center 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a beauty. And then our outfield, of course, they had to pull up on a couple of balls, but still did a great job out there. Hitting wise, we got the bats going when we needed them towards the latter part of the inning. I mean, I'd like to have seen consistency all the way across the board, but a huge inning, like you said, in the bottom of the 6th.
But doing what you're supposed to when you had to, and that is have those crucial at-bats, being patient at the plate, coming up when you really, really needed it, and then stacking them up together.
Yeah, I mean, you're just looking at your hits. I mean, you had several players with 2 hits apiece, Cook, Lawrence, Mark Fort, Marsh, and then Davenport comes in with that huge hit at the end of towards the bottom of the 6th. And Geis had a hit. Kulovich hit, scored a couple of times. Peyton with a couple of hits.
Yeah, Marsh had 2, and then and I keep going back to Aiden Cook. I felt like he had a big night because he come up big several times there. But a lot of guys contributed, and you mentioned the entire pitching committee.
Right.
I mean, pitched well tonight. So and defensively, I don't remember any errors.
No, there were on either side. I mean, really.
No, I don't really remember any on either side. Maybe the third baseman on one play. But
we went ahead with a hit because that was a hard.
Then
tough
there
play.
You go, no errors. So
again, shows great coaching on both sides.
Both sides, both teams. Again, not their best baseball. They wouldn't be happy with it, but it was pretty good baseball all around by both teams.
So James Clemens finishes with 10 runs off of 12 hits. Most of those hits coming in towards 4 of those I know came in the bottom of the 6th inning. So, because they were 8 hits apiece going in to the 6th inning. We'll take a break. When we come back, hopefully we'll have Coach Johnny Johnson. We can just congratulate him on 300 wins. You're listening to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports.
The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All 3 locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us.
Welcome back to James Clemens Baseball right here on Play Action Sports. Your final score, James Clemens 10, Russellville 7, 10 runs off of 12 hits for the James Clemens Jets. And joining us up here in the press box, none other than Coach Johnny Johnson. Coach, first and foremost, congratulations, 300 wins. That's huge for a career.
It is. That just means I showed up longer than most people. No, it's been a fun ride between Fort Payne and James Clemens, and you don't do anything on your own, obviously. Great assistant coaches, had players that worked hard, and let's be honest, I don't throw a pitch and I don't get to hit. So, just being in the game as long as I have and being able to hit a milestone like that is exciting, and proud that I'm still here doing it.
Yeah, well, of course, it was against one of your former players, the head coach over there at Russellville.
Oh, yeah, Jess Smith was one of the best catchers I've ever had, and just a competitor, and really was part of that crew that turned that thing around in Fort Payne when we had some really good teams, and just proud I was on the field with him. I told him after the game what the situation was, and he just kind of shook his head, just like I'm going to be that guy, right? So.
Well, I guess we could just say it's fitting.
That's right.
It's fitting. It's fitting. So let's talk about the game today. I mean, they're both teams. I felt like just Coach Kimbrough and I were up here talking about your initial pitchers. Both pitchers, starting pitchers, had pretty consistent pitches from the mound. I mean, the first couple of innings, it was almost like who was going to get a knockout punch early. And
it was tough. It was tough conditions. The wind was bad today, and with those lefties, it was a crosswind for them, and throwing strikes became a premium, and their guy made an adjustment better than ours did. And so those first two guys we ran out there struggled, and luckily we battled. I'm going to be honest, this is what I was going to tell you when we're off there, and I saved it. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with play action sports in the house. I'm just going to be honest.
I know.
I don't know how many wins y'all have actually called for me, so I was beginning to think this may be your last trip. But glad we pulled that thing out, and of course appreciate all y'all do. You know that.
Yeah, I do.
We have fun on Friday nights and all those things, and but was glad our guys battled.
Yeah.
Because we could have very easily laid down and just let that thing happen right there, and then lost. And so we've got a little battle in us, I guess.
Well, you look at the pitching. They gave up some walks and whatnot, but defensively, I thought some of the players really stepped up. Ramirez had one inning by himself where he made 3 spectacular plays in a row to get y'all out of that inning that could have at any point gotten away from you.
No doubt. And I told him, do we just need to sit everybody else on defense down for the next inning, because he made all 3 really good plays. And we finally got a guy on the mound in Chenoweth that came in and threw strikes.
He did.
And so he threw 12 pitches and got a win tonight.
Yeah,
so.
That's huge. And Lawrence comes in with the save and is able to lock that down. It's funny we've said that about Ramirez. Coach Kimber was like, what, does he have a sister? Play softball. Yeah.
He needs one, right? He needs one like that.
He's like that too,
Yeah.
So, and batting wise, a lot of players came in, and Marsh continuing with the hot stick at the plate.
Yeah, Ty's been on fire. Him and Andrew Lawrence really, and even Colton Payton right now. Those 3 guys have really been hot the last. Well, 2 of the 3 all year, and then Marsh the last week and a half, 2 weeks has been really, really good.
Well, I mean, you're looking at 12 hits tonight, and a lot of those. I mean, you got 4 of those in the bottom of the 6th inning to get those 6 runs that give you the win.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, Coach, congratulations again on your 300th win, and I guess
like I said, a lot of longevity. I can't get out of here. My wife is standing over here, Jerry. She's been here for all 300.
Yeah.
So she deserves this probably more than I do because of what she puts up with on a daily basis, marrying a coach and being a coach's wife. So I appreciate her and all she's done during that time for sure.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody out here letting us come out and do this. And I guess because we were able to get this win, this 300th win, this milestone, I guess Tim and I
can come on
Tim
back.
and I guess we get to come back, Tim. Tim's wiping his forehead. Whew, that's it.
That's right.
Well, Coach Johnny Johnson, congratulations again. You pull out the win tonight against Russellville, 10-7, the final score. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Catch us on the archive. We'll be back here again tomorrow night, right here at the Jetsplex as the Athens Golden Eagles come into town, and we'll have it right here on Play Action Sports. You've been listening to James Clemens Baseball on Play Action Sports.
You've been listening to James Clemens High School Baseball on the Play Action Sports Network. If you'd like to download a copy of tonight's game, log on to pasnetwork.net. James Clemens Baseball is a production of Play Action Sports.